Just ask them how I did it. I got out the limo, grabbed her hand, went upstairs and fucked her.
Stop the cap.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name. Check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quench the thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic, with this logic you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic. Go!
To last with the webs I'm weaving, I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then there's this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the cast, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah.
I've been doing this, I'm on it. I just wanna be iconic. Sipping on a gin and tonic. Got me going off when I'm on this topic, yeah. If I ever play, I want it. You know that I'm always honest. Stay away from those who are toxic. Keep them out your face, no way, you don't want them, yeah. Don't try to drain my energy. The enemy is everything. It's mentally, unhealthily spreading like a rare disease. But I won't let it get to me. I don't need your therapy. I can leave a legacy of leading by intensity. Come on, we can fight this. Freedom is priceless. Spread just like a virus. Living in a crisis. Do you feel courageous? Do you seek greatness? Trust me, you can take it. Go on and take your aim.
I'm built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the gas, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah.
Late night crew. Apparently you motherfuckers didn't see how much money was on the floor, bro. We pays tickets. We law-abiding citizens, bro. We just ain't got time for lights. We pays our tickets. They can have that funky money. They need it more than us anyway. Say what's up to your boy. It is almost March in this motherfucker. We are in the last day. This is a leap year. Kendra, Janice, Bob, Chadrick, Natasha, KS Dub, Patricia, Samoy. We off in this motherfucker, bro. Rule number 5, what up, cuz? We can either do this the easy way or we can do this the hard way. The choice is yours. Oh, am I going to laugh a lot this evening? I'm going to laugh a lot. I know everybody wanted me to cover that Cat Williams interview. I ain't covering that bullshit. I don't want to cover these niggas talk about aliens and shit for 3 hours. Man, all my shit's fucking up tonight. Hollow Group was down. Peacock was down. YouTube on my phone just came back up right before I went live. So it's been a fun day of trying to keep track of shit. Rhonda, what's happening, cuz? Maybe it's because it's a leap year. Leap year day. Tata, what up? I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Look, I'm gonna keep it always. Let me keep it funky, first of all. Look, if I'm Roland Martin, 2 things. Number 1, nigga, you gotta take the L, cuz. You gotta take the L, nigga. The buck stops with you. I know you did that shit for your homie. Good deal, KS. I knew it because I'm on air now. Good to hear that, though. This stupid ass nigga, blind interview with a motherfucker without even doing a basic Google search, all because his homies asked him to. Okay, let's start there. Now, here's where things get dicey. First of all, that bitch we watched do that interview last night with Hannibal, she the whole plug, nigga. She the whole plug. She sexy, too. She the whole plug, though. Bro, she's sexy, but I wouldn't fuck with her. I see what I don't look. Yeah, you cute and you got a pretty face and shit, but I see them claws out. Shay sees them claws out. I swear. Remember what she said. Do you remember the part where she said, I'm going to send all of these clips to Roland myself. And I'm going to send notes to Roland myself. Do you remember when she said that? Press 1 for yes, 2 for no. Now, I can't deny or confirm because Roland didn't say if it came from her or not. But if I was a betting man, I'm gonna put my money on the girl that didn't look stressed out with the pretty face. Tiffany, she was killing you. She ain't have on 10 pounds of makeup or nothing, bro. She had on a sweatshirt. Jerry was happening. Blessing was good. Jay, Vaughn, Barksdale. So you and Tommy got birthdays the same week? That's what's up. Roland was thoroughly embarrassed. All the media coverage surrounding this shit has been utterly embarrassing for Roland Martin. Yeah, it's been embarrassing for Tiffany Henyard, but it's been embarrassing for Roland Martin. And I told you last night he was going to say something, bro. I told you. I told you he was going to say something. Anita was good, ma. And I mean, this nigga had some shit to say, cuz. Bro, I'm on the fence, bro. I'm on the fence about something. And y'all gonna think I'm joking when I tell y'all this, because I know y'all probably thought I was joking when I said it. Man, I'm thinking about reaching out to the boy Dane Placco, bro. I'm real life thinking about it. That's where the motherfucker going. Placco on LNC. Yeah, that'd be interesting, wouldn't it? But until we get that, just have to settle for this.
Tactical nuke incoming!
All right, folks, last night on Roland Martin Unfiltered, I talked to the mayor of Dolton, Illinois, in an exclusive interview about a variety of allegations against her. She's got national attention.
First of all, nigga, you keep calling her, keep saying Dolton.
A lot of critics out there with regards to how she's operating.
You feel me, Mike? That was about with me. Because if he's talking to somebody you don't like, he's always just setting his ways. So if you happen to agree with who he agrees with, then he can be tolerable. But when he don't know what's going on and shit like that, he's intolerable like a motherfucker.
As the mayor of Dolton, as well as the supervisor of Thornton Township. One of the issues we talked about was this charity, Tiffany Henyard Cares Foundation. Here's what I first asked her about the foundation. You have a charity that from the Attorney General's office. I understand they sent a cease and desist letter to your foundation?
I don't know nothing about that.
Oh, no, you didn't. Wait a minute. No, you did.
I'm not crazy. I'm not
You have a
deranged.
Tiffany Henyard Cares, your foundation. So the Attorney General's office hasn't reached out to you regarding your foundation?
So I want to set the record straight. I don't have a foundation.
Now, she want to go renegade? Go renegade, bitch.
I am a supporter of anybody that's struggling with cancer. My mom had breast cancer, and I'm always push anybody that has that. If someone uses my name to push their charity, or if you say this is Tiffany T-shirt, people gonna buy it. Because right now I'm considered what? Clickbait.
Yeah, she hot in the streets, nigga. Everybody want to fuck her. Everybody wants to fuck Tiffany. Yeah.
People make money off of my name by views. So you just say my name.
You say you don't have a foundation.
I do not. And that's what I
Like, what are you talking about, nigga?
tell everybody, go do your research. I'm not on anything.
This nigga's, bro, this is a nigga that got played. This nigga bought a PlayStation from this bitch. He got to the house and opened that box and there wasn't number bricks in that motherfucker, bro. Bro, he got played, nigga.
Okay. I followed that up a little bit later in the interview with this. So I'd asked you before we went to the break. I talked about again this charity and the Illinois Attorney General's office. This is from
Theotis was goody.
CBS affiliate there says that. The accusation comes at the same time the Illinois Attorney General's office told Henyard's charity multiple times in recent months to stop improperly soliciting donations because it had not registered with the state as required by law. And you said that's not your charity.
Correct.
Okay. So were you ever? So show the video here. 'Cause I'm trying to understand this here.
Yeah, show the video because I don't get how you say this ain't your shit, but this is you and like all your niggas wearing all this shit.
It was at this moment that she knew she fucked up.
So this is a video of you marching with the charity. So what is this?
So what they're not telling you is we literally
No. We don't want to know what they telling us. We just want to know what this is.
walked to Springfield to create a bill to help anybody that suffered from cancer, whether it's the village of Dolton, Thornton Township, and then I increased it to the state of Illinois. And that bill will help people by giving them $10,000. And that's a bill that we actually are initiating.
Was 5,000.
And we're still working on it. When I went through the Republican states, the Republican areas, we didn't have any issue. Everybody was on board because everybody is suffering from cancer or know someone that passed or is actually going through it. So that was the whole purpose of the walk, to basically bring awareness and bring people together. That's what the whole purpose of it is.
But if you had, so there were folks with signs saying Tiffany Henyard Cares Foundation. Who was that?
What do you mean? It's everybody. Everybody.
But look, but it was people with Tiffany Cares signs. Like who was that?
That's what the whole purpose of it is.
It was everybody.
But if you had, so there were folks with signs saying Tiffany Henyard Cares Foundation. Who was that?
What do you mean? It's everybody. Everybody was there.
No. What I'm saying is, what is the Tiffany Henyard Cares Foundation? You said it's not affiliated with you at all.
Correct.
Well, what is it?
So someone made up a foundation. They named it after me, and they like my work that I do in the community, and it's called Tiffany Henyard Cares. So we all went.
Now, but they weren't registered. Have you contacted them and told them you can't use my name improperly?
Well, my lawyer's handling a lot of that stuff, so
Your lawyer's handling it. Has your lawyer found out whose name's on the shit yet?
all I can tell you is
Rodney, what's happening, cuz?
that I'm not the one on
I'm listening, Tata.
anything. That's the only thing I can tell you right now. So I'm just trying to answer to the.
So you're saying there's a foundation that's not registered, but it has nothing to do with you.
And this was the thing, and this is how her ego got her caught up. She thought that she could have the foundation named after her face all over it, but as long as she don't put her name on it and all of her homies do, she's in the clear.
Correct. That's true.
Okay.
That's
so
true.
you're not aware of any of the work that they've done,
That's exactly what she said, Javon.
money that they've raised, anything along those lines?
Correct.
Somebody was at the house. They wasn't that big of a fan. They wanted to start a cancer foundation. So instead of picking any type of cancer survivor or anybody from Dolton, a legendary person that died from cancer, instead of them picking any of them, they picked the sitting mayor to name the foundation after. This is what she's telling you. Got you.
Okay. Okay. So she said in the interview that the foundation was not hers.
That's what she said.
This is from a council meeting.
Tactical nuke incoming!
Doing and I'm really, really big on, as dear to my heart, is I'm real big on a cancer foundation. I have created Tiffany Henyard Cares Foundation.
Hey, you fucked with the wrong nigga. I told you Roland wasn't going for this. And not because he's some type of stand-up motherfucking journalist or no shit. He got embarrassed behind this. This is revenge for the embarrassment. This ain't like him doing the right thing because it's the right thing. This is him showing that bitch, you can't do that to me. If I'm gonna help you lie, I'm gonna help you lie. But what you're not gonna do is use me like that. She didn't even say we, nigga. I created that shit, nigga. I'm him.
I'm really, really big on, as dear to my heart, is I'm real big on a cancer foundation. I have created Tiffany Henyard Cares Foundation, and what that entails is helping everybody within the 17 municipalities with services, such as well services and resources, such as if you need help paying for chemo, radiation, your medicine, your wigs, your prosthetic, your breasts, things of that nature, even helping you in housing. Because I know firsthand how that feels to just not have help when my mom had breast cancer. So I want to make sure that I put that out there to the public and to everybody, that it goes to any 17 municipality. You cannot live in Chicago to benefit from this foundation. It's strictly for people that live in the 17 communities. We are doing a cancer walk October 4th.
I think we are doing a cancer walk.
And how this room was filled, I will hope you guys will come out for that cause. We
Yeah,
will
y'all need to
start
be there
right
for
at
that.
Food for Less parking lot. We will walk west, going across the Unity Bridge, and we will walk 15 miles. So anybody that's up for the challenge or that feel they can make it, please show up. You can walk, ride, or drive. And yes, we got bikes. We have motorcycle clubs. We have all kinds of people that is joining us in this movement because you never know when you need this resource as well. So always be about the cause.
Nigga, if you get cancer and you got to look to Tiffany Henyard for help,
last but not least, even though I know we got another meeting, the kids' Halloween dance party will be Sunday, October.
So now I'm confused. In that video, in a council meeting, and I'm about to play the intro again, Mayor Henyard says, I have created a foundation. Press play.
this nigga shitty. Now I know he mad at them. That's how you talk to the staff when you mad at them. He got every right to be mad because he's got to trust them. If the people around me, like the people that's really around me, they go, hey, Shay, I need you X, Y, Z. Yes, I got to double check. At the end of the day, it's on me. I got to check my work. Got to. But I trusted y'all. Y'all fucked it up. I'm mad at y'all, even though it's on me. I ain't going to go on air and roll on y'all niggas or no shit like that. Push play, nigga. Oh, fuck, y'all ain't had this shit last night. Goofy mother.
Mayor Henyard says, I have created a foundation. Press play.
Because you know the other reason why he's mad? Had he known, he would have really went viral. She was hiding. That was the one shot, never getting it again. Roland had the one shot that everybody been looking for. And he know that had he shot her in the face over this fucking shit, if he had knew about the real shit with this charity, he know he would have went viral. He know it. They missed the whole bag. So yeah, he's shitty.
Play.
Doing that I'm really, really big on, that's dear to my heart, is I'm real big on a cancer foundation. I have created Tiffany Henyard Cares Foundation, and what that entails is helping everybody.
Yeah, true, KS. True. But I also do the work too. I also double check, add stuff to it if I can or whatever. Because that's what a real journalism group's supposed to do. We supposed to be our own proofreaders. We supposed to check after each other. Motherfucker break a story just because you looking for another piece of information to go along with what your guy found. That is not you trying to steal the show from your guy. That's you helping him. Unless you take his shit with the piece you found and make it yours, then you stole. Everybody should be fucking working, including Roland. You can't take no blind ass interviews like this. He's a national television reporter for decades. Inexcusable.
So she says, I have created the Tiffany Henyard Cares Foundation. We pull the article of incorporation.
Uh-oh.
Pull it up.
Uh-oh.
Now, when I asked her about this, she said, someone made up a foundation.
Right.
Okay. Someone. Here's the problem. The registered
Here's the problem. Kevin became cancer-free.
agent of the foundation is a Keith Freeman. Keith Freeman works for the city of Dolton. If you look at the boards of the directors, there are 5 people. Kamal Woods, Pamela Earhart, Carmen Carlisle, William Moore, Cheryl Schranz, S-C-H-R-A-N-Z.
Who are these people, Roland? Who are these people?
Earlier today, I sent emails to Carmen Carlisle, who is listed as an assistant.
You niggas thought y'all was gonna play me like this, nigga? You niggas thought y'all was gonna play me like this, nigga? I emailed everybody.
To Mayor Henyard for the city of Dolton.
He mad in the bitch, nigga.
I sent an email to William Moore, who's listed as head of
What's up, T?
housing for the city of Dolton. So now I'm confused.
Me too.
Then I pull additional information. Cheryl Schranz apparently is a vendor of the city of Dolton. And she has the tow yard contract for.
So we found out why they fucked that one tow truck nigga up. Cause they got a whole nother bitch that's part of the donation or the organization. No, bitch, you going to prison. This is a federal crime. All this shit we talking about right here, this fed.
The city of of Dolton. Again, this is where I'm confused. So, I also...
And Roland, your ass didn't do no research to know that it's another tow truck nigga that got beef with the city. They don't even want to get this nigga his license, trying to break into his shit, because apparently he was the competition.
So sent an email to James Farrell, who is the head of communications for the city of Dolton, asking, are Dolton city employees listed below involved in the Henyard Cares Foundation board? No response. Moore didn't respond. Carlisle didn't respond. Keith Freeman didn't respond.
I called your house the other day and your motherfucking phone was doo-doo-doo.
I did send an email with these questions to the PR staff for Mayor Henyard, and pull up their response, please. This is a statement attributed to Mayor Henyard. Pull it up.
Listen to this bitch.
I recognize there are questions surrounding my association with the Tiffany Cares Foundation. Allow me to clarify. While the foundation's purpose deeply resonates with me due to personal experiences witnessing my mother's battle with cancer, I want to emphasize that I have never held a position on its board, nor am I involved in its daily operations.
Stop the cap.
My connection stems from a sincere dedication to serving my community, particularly those confronting similar challenges.
Stop the cap.
It's important to note that while my likeness is being used for the cause, I am not in an authority or operative position within the organization.
Stop the cap.
My commitment remains steadfast to residents of Illinois and my mission to advocate for their health and wellness.
Stop the cap.
Okay, I get that. But here's what I'm trying to understand.
Talk plain.
The mayor says, I'm not involved in his operation. I have no position.
Right. Right. Right.
According to the articles of incorporation, she's correct. But the 5 people who are involved, 3 of them work for her.
We'll get to the crux of the argument then. We'll get to it then.
Possibly 4. One person is alleged to be in a romantic relationship.
You know, Rick is so wild and has went so far off the meter. It's shit that I can't even tell you on TV. I mean, you know, for the sake of our friendship, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna bring it up. But trust me, he's went there. He has went where it's like, yo, Rick, man, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? You done took this shit too far. And his response is like this: there's no such place. Darkness. Let's go to the abyss, nigga. I'm not with it, man. I don't want to go to the abyss, man. You know what I'm saying? Rick wants to go to the abyss. In fact, he dwells in the abyss. Rick James dwells in the abyss, okay? And he wants company sometimes, you know? And for some reason, he likes to reach out for me. Whenever I'm around, when he wants to go there, he will reach out for me to try to take me to the abyss with him. And I'm not with it, man. I'm not with it. And that's when we end up, you know, tussling or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-oh. That's national news, bitch. He the first person to say it nationally. You fucking Keith Freeman.
See, baby, you're my little secret, secret, secret. If you don't tell, I won't tell, and that's how we gotta keep it. See, baby, you're my little secret, secret, secret. If you don't tell, I won't tell, and that's how we gotta keep it.
Did anybody see ya coming to my house last night when I got your message in my beeper that you wanna do everything I like? Alright, alright.
I like being in the same room with you and your girlfriend. The fact that she don't know, that really turns me on. She'll never guess in a million years that we got this thing going on.
You're my little secret, that's how we should keep it. So everybody's mind about me and you. They think so, but they don't really know. You're my little secret, baby. That's how we should keep it. Should never let them know, never let it show. If you know, I gotta, we should never let it
Play college ball. I am a Division I basketball player. You're not talking basketball with me.
From the streets did she emerge, into the street she will return.
She belongs to the streets.
Yo, Kara in the cut one time says Dalton police killed my 19-year-old Tiffany, condoned the murder, started security detail to keep from answering to the people. Big shout out to Alexis Wilson. Why don't you can email me this stuff, and bro, I have no problem reporting on none of that. Maybe we can talk about that tomorrow. Shay at latenightcrew.net. That's a damn shame. I wish I could say I was surprised by it. It's coming. Her day coming, just for the record. Her day on the way. Her day on the way, way. Be patient and trust in him. Watch this. Be patient and trust in him. Robert in the cup one time. Lady shall break out the motherfucking Methuselahs.
Bring it up, Methuselah!
Tiffany, you fucking the help. You can't even give it away. You gotta fuck the help. I wonder if Super Mario got some super head. Keith, what that head like? Wait, Keith, ain't you married?
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
So you about to go to prison and lose everything. If you think your wife staying with you when you go to federal prison after you was fucking that bitch, you don't know women. You got to some of y'all niggas got to start studying women,
I'm
bro.
a Division I basketball player. You're not talking basketball with me. That didn't go well.
Bring it up, Methuselah!
Do you think Tiffany's really fucking somebody that works for her? Excuse me. 1 for yes, 2 for come on, Shay. She that type of ratchet where I think she might be a nympho, so she can't go without dick. Like she need it. This is alleged. Everything I'm saying is alleged. Shout out to Soldier the Game. But sure it is. I ain't gonna lie. I'd rather fuck Kiana Belcher before I fuck Tiffany Henyard. I can't trust Tiffany. It's something about her. I can't trust her. Not no vulnerable moment like smashing. You see how this bitch be lying.
I'm trying to confirm or deny. One of the 5 is a vendor with the city. So here's a foundation that the state attorney general's office has ordered them to stop accepting funds. But here's part of also the problem. Mary Henyard participated in a vote that provided money to the foundation. Do we have that video?
My name is Jeff.
They do not.
So that happened. So how do you then say in a meeting, I have created a foundation, and in the same meeting, you are describing what the foundation is going to do? So you give me a statement today saying I'm not involved.
And as you listen to all of this, I want you to keep in the back of your mind. Keep this one thing in the back of your mind. He ain't saying a damn thing the feds don't know. Actually, I know more than him. And I know the feds know more than me. Walls are closing in. Tiffany, didn't I tell your dumb ass? The title of the stream was Tiffany Henyard has lost her mind. Because I couldn't believe you were dumb enough to go on this show. Now look what happened.
Any of his actions or his decisions.
Big, what up?
But you said this in announcing the foundation, which describes its activities. How do you know this? Press play.
I'm really, really big on, that's dear to my heart, is I'm real big on a cancer foundation. I have created Tiffany Henyard Cares Foundation.
Yeah, Roland, run that shit back.
And what that entails is helping everybody within the 17 municipalities with services, such as well services and resources, such as if you need help paying for chemo, radiation, your medicine, your wigs, your prosthetic, your breasts, things of that nature, even helping you with housing. Because I know firsthand how that feels to just not have help when my mom had breast cancer. So I want to make sure that I put that out there to the public.
Is that why you be robbing niggas now? Get back for your mama? This is get back for your mama?
And to everybody that it goes to any 17 municipality. You cannot live in Chicago to benefit from this foundation. It's strictly for people that live in the 17 communities. We are doing a cancer walk October 4th, and how this room was filled. I will hope you guys will come out for that cause. We will start right at Food for Less parking lot, and we will walk.
The FBI got videos and shit that we didn't even know existed. Just so y'all know.
West, going across the Unity Bridge, and we will walk 15 miles. So anybody that's up for the challenge.
So I looked it up, and I think it was 185 miles from Dolton to where they were going. So these niggas went all the way 15 miles away from where they were going, and that's where they stayed, had all the hotels and shit. $17,000 in t-shirts, all that shit.
They feel they can make it, please show up. You can walk, ride, or drive. And yes, we got bikes, we have motorcycle clubs, we have all kinds of people.
Yeah, exactly, Mike. This is why this is just devastating for her. The only type of political commentator that would have even remotely helped her was a nigga like Roland. She just shouldn't have let him come in there blind like that. Because if she'd have told him the truth, that nigga might have said, I'm not even gonna ask you about that. So Roland's main thing is you made me look stupid. Like a lot of this shit, I might not even ask you if I knew this. Because he's asking her shit because he thinks that she's there to really prove her case. And he's used to politicians bending the truth and shit like that. That's the game of politics, is bending the truth a lot of times. She's just a flat out pathological liar on a level that people haven't seen. She's getting fully exposed. While under investigation by the FBI, she went and did this interview. I still can't believe it.
So here's the problem that has not been clarified.
Hit that like button
by Mayor Henyard.
Pretty
and
please.
I did respond to her people, and I said, this statement does not, first of all, the email that I sent, I said, I have some additional questions regarding the Tiffany Henyard Cares Foundation. I laid out, and I said, my understanding is that Keith Freeman is the Dolton Village manager. Does Henyard have a personal relationship with Keith Woods?
Keith Woods?
Is Pamela Earhart her assistant? Is Carmen Carlisle a trustee of Thornton Township? Is William Moore the housing director at Dolton?
This nigga's asking. Nigga, you pissed this nigga off. So for all these people, it's like, this nigga did that shit on purpose. Nah, he was going to use kid gloves on her. She just did it wrong. He got to do this to save face, because he can't be tied to somebody lying like this. That's the thing y'all got to be forgetting. Y'all, bro, it's the true on the right. Certain people, when they go too far, niggas on the right, I have to diss the nigga. I can't run with that. This is that. Especially when he's looking at a scenario where Jason House is getting national attention. If he fuck around win this mayor, if he wins this mayor shit and just be cool in Dolton, he will go national after this. You understand that, right? And where you think Roland want to be in that process if Jason House is on that trajectory? Oh, nigga, I was putting Jason House on in the beginning. Whether or not Roland deserves the credit or not, he's still the first nigga nationally to really fucking expose her on any type of level. He did a poor job at it, but he ran it back. Most niggas wouldn't even have ran it back. If he didn't run it back, that's how you know it was proof he did that on purpose, just to be honest. If he came on today and acted like nothing happened, that's how you knew. But I said it, and then when we watched the interview, old girl said, Roland's coming back, bro.
Vendor with Dolton and is the official tow yard.
But I also ain't she the plug.
I said, now last night, Mayor Henyard said she wasn't aware of who was behind the foundation. How can that be the case with all of these connections? Please provide me an answer. We will be doing this story tonight at 6 p.m. They responded. And I responded. This statement does not answer the questions I posed. Was Mayor Henyard aware that Dolton and Thornton Township employees created and oversaw this charity? Why did she say she was not aware who was behind this charity?
Put this bitch on blast.
When every person has a tie to her. Why would she allow a charity to use her name, image, and likeness, but she have no involvement with it? She has voted for monies to be sent to the charity. The charity has used Dolton City Services. She has promoted the charity on her social media, personal pages, and in meetings. So how is she not aware of the goals, objectives, and business dealings of the charity?
Couldn't ask for nothing more. Bitch, all these niggas fucking work for you. How the fuck you not know shit? Your name and face is on every motherfucking thing. And all of your employees and a nigga you probably fucking and a vendor all work for you. Or all are on that charity with your name on it. And you don't know nothing. And all these people, none of them niggas are running anything past you.
That last one hasn't been answered. So, these are the type of questions that raise doubt in the minds of people regarding the veracity of Mayor Henyard.
Bars.
It also raises some fundamental conflicts of interest. If you are the mayor of Dolton, and the village manager, is a subordinate of yours,
Keith Freeman,
how is he the agent of a nonprofit that bears your name?
Y'all niggas are going to prison. Look at that face. This is the face of a nigga trying to explain to y'all going to prison, nigga. This is the part where you niggas are going to prison.
That's one. How do you have a housing director who's an employee of Dolton, which means that they work for you, the mayor, but they are a board member of a charity that bears your name? Third, how can you have a vendor who does business with the city, a member of the board of a charity that bears your name?
This is what I keep telling y'all. Each one of these are a separate charge. Bro.
All of this speaks to conflicts of interest that must be addressed.
Each one. Remember that. Each one.
It's not simply to say, oh, I got no involvement. Respectfully, Mayor, you do. Because if you voted to send funds to the charity,
which she did like a fucking idiot, a raggedy $10,000. This bitch been stealing hundreds of thousands of dollars, $1 million security, and this raggedy $10,000 may be the thing that cook her. I need y'all to understand that. All of that money she stole, man, she maybe can finagle out of that shit. That $10,000 she voted for that charity. A vote comes up for them to give $10,000 to this charity with her fucking name on it, but she's trying to be like she had nothing to do with it. And all of the people connected to her got something to do with it, that work for her, fucking her, doing business with her. But ain't nobody telling her nothing. They all having a secret meeting without her. Secret squirrel meeting. Secret squirrel. They doing a secret squirrel meeting.
that's involvement. Second, I don't care who you are. I don't know of anybody that will allow a charity.
I got your email.
To use their name, likeness, and image, and then that person promotes them everywhere, and they have no involvement.
That's like right now, me telling a nigga I'm not involved with LNC. I can show you papers. My name ain't on this. And you mean to tell me you had nothing to do with the day-to-day editing? None of this shit. Nigga, look, podcast is near and dear to my family's heart. We come from a long line of podcasters and shit, so, you know. So this was just near and dear to my heart, you know. What the fuck? This bitch must think we crazy. This bitch is wild.
This is simply one of the issues that people have raised that deserve to be properly answered. What I need people to understand is that I love all the people out there who ain't never reported on nothing. No, man, you should have did it this way.
Well, nigga, I've reported on something, so let me tell you something, nigga. You should have did it this way. You should have did some fucking homework with your stupid ass. You and your whole ass staff, nigga. Take that Howard sweatshirt off, nigga. Got black people looking bad with your stupid ass. You and your whole team of motherfuckers missed this obvious shit that's been in the internet streets for months now. This bitch been in the streets for months now. And it just started getting hot because the feds came. You don't even know how to pronounce Dolton. Dolton, Mayor, Dolton. You ain't even heard of this bitch before the other night. So yeah, nigga, you should have did some fucking homework. That was everybody's number one complaint, was everybody clearly knew that you went into that shit blind and you got cooked. Deal with it.
First,
learn a lesson from this. Don't ever let it happen again.
You have to ask a series of questions to get answers. And now you come back with, okay, there are contradictions in the answer. I need Mayor Henyard and her team to come back and answer all of these questions.
Not gonna happen.
And I have some additional questions that I'm sending them. And the mayor said last night that there were bills at the city council purposely did not pay. I'm sending her team an email. They're going to list several vendors that the council said pay that have yet to get paid. That in itself is a contradiction of what the mayor said last night.
Bars.
In all of this, what is required is the truth. Mayor Henyard said, I'm putting the truth out. All the information is out there. I'm being transparent. I will say right here, regarding this foundation, this is not transparent.
Well, no shit.
It does not pass the smell test. There is no way you can have a foundation that bears the name of the mayor of Dolton, Illinois, the supervisor of Thornton Township, where the registered agent is the village manager of Dolton.
Dolton.
You cannot have individuals.
Nigga, whatever, she do what she want.
Associated with this foundation who literally are working for the city that you are over.
This is what we've been saying for months, Roland. Welcome to the party.
And so I will give Mayor Henyard and her team additional time to answer these questions.
Or what?
But I have a lot more questions. So a number of things that was said last night in the interview, I'm going to need answers to, because based upon additional research, there are a variety of contradictions in what we were told last night on this show and what we know today. I'll let y'all know when we have more information.
Nigga,
all right, folks.
So this is the last time we'll hear about it. Roland, she embarrassed your goofy ass. Now you just look dumb. You just look stupid. Now you trying to sound tough. Yeah, you right. And yeah, that shit fucked up. And bro, didn't you miss a shot last night? You missed a shot last night. You can't get it back. And that bitch is never coming back on your show, nigga. She used you for what she wanted to use you for, and nigga, there it is. This is the difference between you getting, 7,000, 8,000 views. You got 120,000 on the one from today, but nigga, you would have had a milli had you really cooked her motherfucking ass, but you couldn't even do that. You let this bitch run roughshod on you like that. But hey, old girl said she was gonna hit Roland, and she clearly fucking did. Miss George, what's happening? This motherfucker. The walls are closing in. The news has gone quiet all of a sudden, which that should scare her. The news has gone quiet. I think something getting ready to happen. I truly do. I could be wrong. I feel like something getting ready to happen. Told her stupid ass, bro. Why'd you go on that show? She can't help herself. I wish the Breakfast Club would hit her. So we gonna watch some of this video where this nigga pulls some of the financials of the who did this? The individual investor pulled some of her financials from the charity shit. Or whatever the fuck he pulled it from. But we about to check this shit out and see exactly what's going on. It's crazy, bro. The walls are closing in. I don't root for people to go to jail. I don't need all of that, but me rooting for a motherfucker and me pointing out that a nigga's going to jail, those are not the same. I hate to be the one to tell you.
What's up, everyone? Hope you're doing well. So I was hoping to take a break from Tiffany and talk about something else.
Hold on, nigga. I don't even need all of that. This one I'm gonna do for you.
Statements showing income and Thornton Township. And he's the guy listed as the registered agent of Tiffany Henyard's foundation.
So I got to stop that right there because as of 2/26/24, Keith Freeman is no longer the registered agent.
Y'all going to prison. Is now Victor Osake. Y'all niggas going, bro, the feds saw this, nigga. It's over. All of this shit is just extra that y'all doing. Oh, wow. Keith, you so, man, y'all niggas are so stupid, bro. I don't even know what to say. This nigga Keith done took his name off the fucking charity, nigga. Just let me let that digest for a moment. This nigga Keith is a fucking idiot. Vic probably ain't even a real nigga, bro. It ain't like they had to get a real motherfucker. They just, that's a name they made. That's an AI generated name, nigga. They chat GPT for a name, and this is what they got. Victor Osake, nigga. Don't that last name seem AI generated? How many people you know with that last name?
The new agent does appear to be some sort of consultant or some sort, so there's a good chance the agent's just someone from Tiffany's PR firm.
I think it's just about personal gain and trying to use it as more of a publicity type thing.
Chris Gonzalez is the last surviving critic of Henyard on the Thornton Township Board. He and other critics say public money has been used to fund Henyard's private charity. They say board members were asked to approve a $10,000 payment to the foundation in 2022, days before a much publicized cancer walk from Dolton to Springfield. Thornton Township credit card records show taxpayers then footed the bill for more than $10,000 in hotel rooms along the route.
I saw the video. Township vehicles being used, township employees being used. Once again, were they paid? Were they given comp time or things of that nature? So there's just, I mean, unfortunately, there's a long list. Hotel use, meals.
Next, I want to go through these Roland Martin clips, and then we're going to sort through all this and actually see what is what. Because in a sense, that last news clip was a bit deceiving.
I understand they sent a cease and desist letter to your foundation.
I don't know nothing about that. I'm not crazy. I'm not
You have
deranged.
Tiffany Henyard Cares, your foundation. So the Attorney General's office hasn't reached out to you regarding your foundation?
So.
My name is Jeff.
I want to set the record straight. I don't have a foundation. I am a supporter of anybody that's struggling with cancer. My mom had breast cancer, and I'm always push anybody that has that. If someone uses my name to push their charity or...
First of all, I want to know who the fuck was dumb enough to put their name on this fucking charity. That's all I want to know. Like, I want to know this Victor Osake nigga.
If you say this is Tiffany t-shirt, people gonna buy it. Because right now I'm considered what? Clickbait. People make money off of my name by views. So you just say my
you
name.
don't have a, you saying you don't have a
I
foundation.
don't. I do not. And that's
Okay.
why I tell everybody, go do your research. I'm not on anything.
So I'd asked you before we went to the break. I talked about again this charity and the Illinois Attorney General's office. This is from CBS affiliate there. Says that the accusation comes at the same time the Illinois Attorney General's office told Henyard's charity multiple times in recent months to stop improperly soliciting donations because it had not registered with the state as required by law. And you said that's not your charity.
Correct.
Okay. So were you ever? So show the video here. 'Cause I'm trying to understand this here. So this is a video of you marching with the charity. So what is this?
So what they're not telling you is we literally walked to Springfield to create a bill to help anybody that suffered from cancer, whether it's the village of Dolton, Thornton Township, and then I increased it to the state of Illinois. And that bill will help people by giving them $10,000. And that's a bill that we actually are initiating, and we're still working on it. When I went through the Republican states, the Republican areas, we didn't have any issue. Everybody was on board because everybody is suffering from cancer or know someone that passed or is actually going through it. So that was the whole purpose of the walk, to basically bring awareness and bring people together. That's what the whole purpose of it is.
But if you had, so there were folks with signs saying Tiffany Henyard Cares Foundation. Who was that?
What do you mean? It's everybody. Everybody was there.
No. What I'm saying is, what is the Tiffany Henyard Cares Foundation? You said it's not affiliated with you at all.
Correct.
Well, what is it?
So someone made up a foundation. They named it after me, and they like my work that I do in the community, and it's called Tiffany Henyard Cares. So we all went.
But they weren't registered. Have you contacted them and told them you can't use my name improperly?
Well, my lawyer's handling a lot of that stuff, so all I can tell you
Your lawyers, huh? Your lawyer got it. Bet.
is that I'm not the one on anything. That's the only thing I can tell you right now. So I'm just trying to answer to the.
So you're saying there's a foundation that's not registered, but it has nothing to do with you?
Correct. That's true.
Okay.
That's
so you're not aware of any of the work that they've done, money that they've raised, anything along those lines?
Correct.
Okay.
So here's everything that we know as 100% fact. The name of the foundation is Tiffany Henyard Cares Foundation, so it bears her name. The registered agent was Keith Freeman, who is not only a Dolton employee, but a Thornton Township employee. We also know...
Hold on, I gotta check something right quick. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that.
that the address for the foundation is at this empty MB Financial that's listed for sale currently. And it does appear to be an empty building. There's no signs from what I've seen that anyone's operating anything out of it right now. We also know the foundation address is directly across the street from Dalton's Village Hall. We also know all the
Nigga, say that again, nigga.
Anything out of it right? MB Financial that's listed for sale currently. And it does appear to be an empty building. There's no signs from what I've seen that anyone's operating anything out of it right.
They are using an empty building as the address for the charity. They going to prison, nigga. They are using an empty building for an address.
Now, we also know the foundation address
Good night, Tommy.
is directly across the street from Dalton's Village Hall. We also know all the foundation board members are somehow tied to Tiffany. They work for the village of Dolton or Thornton Township. Take Cheryl Schranz, Thornton Township employee, donor to Tiffany Henyard, but also has a contract with the village of Dolton with the police towing. She operates a business out of the Dolton police impound lot. I did a video on this. There's most likely some very shady things happening there. And we also know that Thornton Township paid a $10,000 invoice to the Tiffany Henyard Cares Foundation. And we know that by this invoice document right here. And this becomes very important. We also know that taxpayer money, as well as township vehicles, were used for this charity walk. Over $10,000 was paid for hotels, and employees went on this walk, what appears to be on the township and village of Dalton's time. So taxpayers were paying for this. And we also know beyond a reasonable doubt that she's 100% known about this foundation. Not only has she said back in the day that she created the foundation, there's just way too many pictures and videos tying her to the foundation. And shout out to Hannibal is Hungry for resurfacing that old clip where she said she created the foundation. It is also true that her name isn't on any of the paperwork. If that means anything in the end, I'm not too sure. So now, here's what we don't know. We don't technically know what this foundation is. The media says it's a charity, but have they actually showed any proof that it is? We're being told this is a charity that's supposed to help cancer patients, but have we ever seen a mission statement? I haven't. I've tried finding it. I can't find it. All I've ever heard is this CARES acronym. And I know it has something to do with supposedly helping cancer patients somehow, but we have no idea how. Now, we've heard the Attorney General is telling Tiffany's charity to stop soliciting donations. But have we seen any proof that she's ever solicited a donation? All the news has showed us is this invoice right here. And the invoice is a payment. It's impossible to be a donation. Invoice, a noun. A list of goods sent or services provided.
Bro, you bring up an excellent point. I didn't even think about that. Invoices for services rendered. See, it's a total scam, bro.
With a statement of the sum due for these, a bill. Now, what we don't know is what service or product was provided where the Thornton Township had a $10,000 invoice to the Tiffany Henyard Cares Foundation. No one's ever told us. So now here's the info they didn't tell us, or for some reason just didn't want to. I had to go on the Wayback Machine to get it. And to be honest, I made the same mistake as the mainstream news. I just copied them and said this was a charity, when there's no indication this was a charity, and I don't believe it to be a charity. I believe misleading people into thinking it's a charity is just wasting taxpayers' money on an investigation that's going to come up with nothing. In return, it'll actually make Tiffany look good, because she'll be able to call out all of her haters and say, haha, see, I told you so.
Man, shut your young ass up. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about, little nigga. The feds are already there investigating her, and they're gonna see this, and she's committed no crime. Nigga, you said you didn't even know if that was okay to do. First of all, it's conflict of interest for her to be a part of some shit that all of her homies are doing, and then pretending that, bro, again, it's way too much. Prove me wrong. She said She can't wait till 2025 so she can win and validate herself. As every day goes on, it's seeming less and less likely that that's going to happen. Keith Freeman just took, you know why Keith Freeman took his name off of there? His name off of there because there's shit going on with it. He don't want his name on. And that was, what did I say last night? I said, Keith, you agreed to put your name on this, so when shit go bad, it's all your fault? Oh shit, Shay, you right. Let me take my name off of it. Again, I know y'all hear that politicians get away with crimes and shit, and they do, my nigga. They do. But I don't even cover politics. So why am I covering this? Because this is something different, nigga. And we've all, if you 40 years old or older, we've all heard of a politician. Some politician has gone to prison in our lifetime that you remember. Several have gone, but you know, you have one or two that you remember. You ain't never heard of a politician just literally being like, I'm a dictator. And then on top of being a dictator, she doing shit like this. A scam of all the shit we've already heard about her, the scam charity, that's the thing that's probably, he's saying like this may vindicate her. He don't realize that this is the thing that might actually get her pulled out from being mayor. Again, if it's all on the up and up and they gonna survive this, why is Keith's name not on it? Here's another question. Why don't you want to be tied to this charity? They using your face. You did a walk and everything with them. Now you don't want to be. Why? And that motherfucker who's named the Victor nigga, he has to already be dirty. He has to already be dirty. Because why would you be a nigga that's clean in this situation and then put your name on that dirty ass charity that Keith should have never put it? They should have never did this shit. Or here's what they could have did. This is gonna shock some of you. They could have ran the charity just like a regular charity, and she could have used it to her benefit while she was stealing all this other money. But she greedy. She loves stealing from Dolton. She don't rip off no, bro. She even said this shit. This shit's just for, this shit ain't for people in Chicago, all this shit. She want everybody donating to her. She writing $500 tickets to people. That's $1,000. If you miss the date and all types of shit like that. All she do is steal, bro. She steal from Dolton. Hold on a second.
Welcome to the Terradome, bitch. Terradome, bitch.
All right, I'm back. So my thing with Tiffany and all of this is, if you'd have ran the motherfucking charity legally, you could literally use this shit because you would have cancer people talking about how you helped them and all this shit. But then you took all this fucking money from everybody. Just the way she just steals from that area is just weird to me. She wasn't trying to get no big celebrities or nobody to donate to the shit. Just all Dolton people come do this shit. $17,000 in t-shirts, nigga. 17,000. 17 motherfucking $1,000 in t-shirts. For what? They had motorbikes out there. Like, bro, she just be on demon time the whole time. And then surprised the shit turned the way it turns out. And then the feds are gonna sit Keith down, and the first thing they gonna ask this nigga is, why'd you take your name off of that shit? Oh, I just felt like it was time. Yeah, okay, nigga. Try that shit. They already there, bro. They already there. Bro, they panicking. They starting to make the worst moves ever because they panicking. I bet they ain't even paid for them trucks. You know why them trucks ain't been repoed yet? Because the police chief probably went over there and told them niggas that if they do it, they gonna have beef with them. They ain't paid, bro. They have not paid for them fucking. They ain't paid the repo people. They just threatened them. Remember, the police chief said, I know who it is, and that's already taken care of. Them admitting on record that nigga, we talk to the niggas and we strong arming them. At least Donald Trump had people from all over everywhere saying he stole money. She's just stealing all of this money from a place that literally don't have it. And bills are due, feds are there, like it's all closing in, all the same, like it always does. Every time you hear people getting on these kingpin stories, the walls start closing in and everything start going left all at the same time. That's why you got to stay on the straight and narrow. There's several things that's coming to light. We just found out, like we speculated, but now we have her former chief of staff coming out saying that she's fucking one of the niggas on her staff. Same thing with Roland has repeated it now. And he repeated that. Why? Because she played him. So for those who thought that Roland was just totally, look, I'm going to tell you straight up, this is the truth. Roland was going to give her a softball if she told the truth. She lied to him, lied to his staff. So yeah, she probably fucking that nigga. I mean, and I said that shit in the beginning. I was like, this was like some 1910 Black Sox. This bitch is like the Black Sox Mafia, where it's just like if they had a professional team, she would be having them niggas. She would be fucking with that shit. Like if the White Sox was there or some shit, nigga, or they had a AAA team there, she'd be fucking with that shit. I've heard rumors, really strong rumors, that niggas in her detail sell dope. So you got niggas on 300-hour overtime selling drugs too. Allegedly. Because one thing I know is when dude said there's more shit that's getting ready to come out that's gonna shock everybody, I know he's not lying. Let me ask you this. Who did Tiffany do that interview for? Who did Tiffany do that interview for? Because I'm truly confused. Good night, Chadrick. She can't say it was for the people of Dolton, because she could have just hit up Dane Placco, and that would have got to them better than this. I said it once, and I'm gonna say it one more time, and I want you to tell me if I'm lying. Her interview with Roland Martin reminded me of when 6ix9ine interviewed with the Breakfast Club right before the feds picked him up. It had that same energy of like, I'm trying to talk my way. I'm gonna try one last time to publicly talk my way out of this before them niggas come get me. Well, obviously, okay. Let me clarify better, T. Let me clarify better. Obviously, the narco boss is gonna do it for themselves. Okay, so she's doing this for herself. So who is she aiming this to do something for herself? Because she wasn't doing that on no, I'm here to just look like the greatest super mayor ever. She was there she was there on the defense. She was there being on the offense of the defense. Who was she talking to? Was she in DC? Here's my wild thing that may not be that wild. I think she's trying to get some national noise happening for when the feds come. I already know she tried to pull out the single black mother card. I'm like, bitch. Most single black mothers ain't walking around with 9, 10 niggas guarding them and doing DoorDash and all this shit for them. I truly don't know what the fuck she was thinking.
So the media should have spun this differently from the get-go. This is absolutely a scam, and there's definitely shady things going on. And I believe the real shady thing going on, nobody's reported or even picked up on yet. So here's the mission statement no one's ever showed us. Welcome to the Tiffany A. Henyard Cares Foundation. We are on a mission to empower families and loved ones of breast cancer patients. Our goal is to create meaningful legislation, resources, and services to support those in need of assistance throughout Thornton Township and the state of Illinois. So here's where things get tricky, but this mission statement, if you think about it, it's just a play on words. How is the CARES Foundation gonna provide resources and services?
That was literally what I was thinking.
To support those with cancer through legislation.
Exactly, KS. And she'll get them, but
let's watch this.
Not as many as she thought.
Clip again.
So what is this?
So what they're not telling you is we literally walked to Springfield to create a bill to help anybody that's suffering from cancer, whether it's the village of Dolton, Thornton Township, and then I increased it to the state of Illinois. And that bill will help people by giving them $10,000. And that's a bill that we actually are initiating.
And here's what it says when you scroll down more on the website. Join us as we walk, bike, and ride to Springfield to raise awareness to our efforts towards this cause. So, all the website was for was to register for her walk to Springfield. Now, they also sold merchandise, but there's zero indications that this website even had a portal to accept donations. And personally, I don't think they did. They did something much, much smarter. So you might be saying, where did they get the idea that she was accepting donations? Well, look at this donation banner right here. You can clearly see a QR code that says scan here to donate. I want everybody to pause the video or scan the QR code. Just scan the QR code real quick and see where it takes you. It takes you to this page right here, doesn't it? Now, I want you to look at the website address. Notice it says thcares.org. It's just the old website homepage. It doesn't take you to a donation page. If it was going to take you to a donation page, it would say thcares.org/donate or donation or something. Now, using the Wayback Machine, I was able to locate other links associated with this webpage. And for example, I have this shopping cart pulled up right now. This webpage has been erased, but existence of the link is still there. We should see the same for a donation page, and simply put, I can't find it, so I don't think it ever existed. And I want you to look at the web address, thcares.org/cart. So if there is a donation page somewhere, I would be able to find something similar. Now to me, this looks like a classic case of the switcheroo. The only evidence you have that this organization was accepting donations is this QR code right here. But when you scan it, it takes you to the homepage. So say you scan it and you wanted to support the cause, the only option you had was to buy merchandise. So this doesn't become a question.
And then they'll lie and say, we didn't make no profit from that. All the money from shirts was at cost.
Question of whether they were accepting donations or not, but more of a question, did they mislead and defraud the public by having a donation link and then taking you to a site that only sold merchandise? And then we have to raise the question, who would be making that merchandise? Well, we know when Keith Freeman worked for the Village of Robbins, he printed the Robbins Village newsletter. We also know he owns this company called Government Staffing Advisors Incorporated, and we know from the latest bankruptcy filings that it appears this business is doing business with Dolton. His wife also owns CBPI Custom Apparel. They do custom clothing.
Church out.
That's another crime. You stole the money from Dolton and gave it to his wife to make them shirts. And I'm sure she gave y'all a discount. QR was happening. Hit the like button. Like, what the fuck, bro?
And that was a part of his portfolio of brands. So it's definitely worth looking into to see if there's some sort of connection with one of the people involved as far as to making and profiting off the merchandise. So now, what about them not filing any of the paperwork with the Attorney General? You know, expenses, income, donations, and so forth, like the media says they're legally required to. Well, this is actually a very easy explanation, and I think it makes a lot of sense. Legally, they don't have to file. And this is straight from the IRS exemption list. Number 14, an exempt organization other than a private foundation that normally has annual gross receipts of $50,000 or less, and therefore is eligible to file an annual electronic notice form 990N instead of an annual information return. Now, in Illinois, if you're federally exempt, you don't have to file anything with the state.
They don't have $50,000 or less. And even if they did, little nigga, they would have to file an electronic notice. And they didn't file anything, nigga.
And if this organization never accepted a donation, they wouldn't have to file anything because
No, gross receipts does not just mean donations. Gross receipts means everything, nigga. Gross receipts. That's everything. That's money out and in. Oh, bro. This nigga, he's smart, but he's just not old enough yet. He don't understand what he's reading in this tax shit.
all their receipts are under 50K. Now, this is just my hunch that all the income and expenses are under 50K, because let's look at the details. We know for a fact there was a $10,000 invoice that Thornton Township paid. And we have to be real. Do we really think a lot of other people bought merchandise from this organization? I don't. Sure, they probably sold a few pieces.
Bro, they damn near had 50K in one event. That event had 17,000 in t-shirts, and I think it was like 12 or 14,000 in hotels and shit. That didn't even include them bikes or any of that other shit they bought. She damn near spent 50 bands on that one trip.
Here and there. There's no way they sold tens of thousands of.
At minimum, you have to do the 990 postcard unless you're a church. And that was the thing, bro. And the AG hit her, and the AG pulled that shit because the feds were there.
Dollars.
And if I was to give him all of this, that's on the surface. That's just on the surface.
Worth of merchandise. And you have to remember, they have attorneys. So I'm sure they had attorneys telling them, make sure you keep it underneath that $50,000 reporting limit. So I do genuinely believe nothing.
Then they would have just sent the little thing, the 990 then. If that's what they really did. They didn't send anything.
Has been filed with the state because legally they don't have to. So now what about using township vehicles and government employees to go on this walk and promote the foundation and everything? I think this is something they just got to kind of bite the bullet on and eat it. And there's not going to be much they can do without looking like hypocrites. If spending $46K so local political figures can go to South Carolina to back a church to hopefully get the Nobel Peace Prize, if that's considered government business, surely a bunch of local government employees walking to Springfield to promote one of their own local politicians' bills, hopefully getting presented to
for a charity that they own, that is addressed to an empty building, that is owned and registered to several people in her cabinet, if you will. What are you talking about, nigga?
Our state legislation, surely that would be government business as well. Now, I'm not saying I agree with that logic, but I understand the argument. And that's just an example of how corruption breeds corruption. So as we can see, this entire situation is just a complete shit show. Nobody's really been 100% honest about it. I wish media would have spun this a little bit differently and maybe not called it a charity. Instead of just looking at the surface of this, I wish mainstream media would have actually investigated it. They did.
Nigga, they was waiting on the paperwork. You don't have no paperwork. You ain't show nothing new paperwork-wise outside of the mission statement. Again, Again, every web page on the internet is an archive property. It's just not. That's number one. And the news was literally just waiting for her to file the shit. She didn't file the shit, and bro, I get what he's trying to say, but the spin doesn't matter because the feds are already here. It'd be different if your argument was, damn, maybe if they would have spun it this way, the feds would have looked at this and got involved. Nigga, the feds are here. So if the spin should be, it was supposed to be a scam, trust me, the feds are gonna find out that it was supposed to be a scam and deal with the shit accordingly. That's all I'm saying, bro.
They just looked at a couple little details, and all that is doing is leading to a whole bunch of confusion, and most people have no idea what's really happening. I'm sure when Fox News first seen her website, I'm sure they knew it was just to register for a walk. I wish they would have looked into the merchandise the website was selling, and maybe looked into who was profiting off that merchandise.
Agreed.
There was other angles and things to explore than just saying she has a charity that didn't file. Clearly, the public is being misled here and on numerous things. Her banners say scan to donate, but there's no donation page.
But it could have been at some point.
You can only buy merchandise. So there's a fraud angle there.
Do you know for sure she didn't accept any cash donations during this shit? They did this march raising money and shit. They ain't have no bucket. None of these people had a bucket. Why did the t-shirts have to be Puma? Or where did y'all get them Puma shirts from? Some people have them Kara shirts, and then the rest of y'all got Puma shirts. Where the fuck them Puma shirts come from? And Puma pants for this nigga.
And then who's making and profiting off the merchandise?
Well, clearly Keith's wife. If Keith's wife owns a custom apparel company, why would they have gone anywhere else?
Could it be one of the people that helped set this thing up? Like maybe a registered agent? And then wouldn't there be like conflicts of interest? You got someone who...
Yeah, Keith puts his name as registered agent, and then they got $17,000 in custom apparel, and his wife just so happens to own a custom apparel spot. This is why they're not turning over credit card receipts. It's gonna show shit like that. It's gonna show that they gave $17,000 to Keith's wife for t-shirts. Hey, Keith, you better have some good stories to tell, nigga, because I'm telling you, you going down.
Works for government, who's a part of this foundation, and then selling merchandise to customers of the foundation or supporters or whatever you want to say. I intentionally didn't talk about the charity in my FBI video. I wanted to do a deep dive sometime in the future just about this. But then that interview came out, so I figured I would take the time out of my day and put this out. I personally think pulling a switcheroo like they appeared to have done with that banner and then the merchandise page, that's a bigger deal than having a charity that didn't file. Anyways, that's all I got for this one.
Right, but you think that the feds are just going to be like, well, since the news only reported on this, we can't really charge her with the actual crime.
Please like and subscribe, and thanks again for watching.
Hey, little nigga, you did some good research. You just really didn't know how to process it. I'm going to be honest with you. So, one scary thing was the news went kind of quiet on her today. I thought they was going to lay into her about motherfucking Roland Martin. One news station reported on Roland Martin. Everybody else been quiet. It's almost like this, bro. And that's another thing. I think it was Friday's show when we were near the end. I was like, how long y'all think? And motherfuckers was like, within a week. And I'm like, yeah, maybe 2 weeks. What really made me think it was within a week was the fact that this bitch went on Roland Martin. The moment she did that, I'm like, hold on. I want to see her. I want to see her bullshit about the motherfucking charity one more time. Hold on, where your goofy ass at? This nigga was heated. That nigga was mad than a motherfucker, nigga.
Data analytics, project management.
But no thing they say, right? Then we go to court and I won. I won over 24 cases.
That was a lie.
Yesterday I just got word I won another case. So I'm 25-0. So how is it possibly the mayor of Dolton? People gotta pause and think like, dang, she keep winning. If she keep winning, we gotta look at the trustees. They're the ones that's spending the money on legal bills. Their attorney, which is legislative counsel. No, for
So
what?
you're saying that the trustees are not paying bills.
Correct.
In addition, by them constantly suing you, they're now piling up legal bills, and that is what's also contributing to the deficit of the city.
That's correct. And then we all.
And I know when people hear Roland questioning her like this, they're like, going soft on her. Are you telling me that a nigga that did not know who this bitch was, his default setting should be go hard and assume she's lying? Roland Martin wouldn't even be who he was if he played like that. Now, that's how I can tell she's lying, but that's why this nigga was trying to ask the question a certain way. I just hope you learn the lesson to be prepared from here on out, Roland. Jesus.
Also had contracts that was needed to be negotiated when I came in office for police, for fire, and for public works. So once we negotiate some of those contracts, of course that adds to the deficit because now you got to increase people pay. And we've done that. You got retro pay, you got all kinds of things that take into account. But what they're not telling you is what I'm telling you here. People got to state facts so people understand. Right now, just throw this out there, throw that out there, and no facts to back it up.
What I'm trying to understand is this is not a large city.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I spent 6 years in Chicago, and so whether you're talking about Dolton, Harvey, we're not talking about large cities.
Right.
There's a whole lot of drama for a town of 20,000 people.
I agree. But it's led.
That's what a dictatorship will do.
Led by one person.
Who?
Their legislative counsel. He wanted to take me out of my seat.
Who is that?
That is Bert Oderson.
So you think all this is because he wants to beat you?
Yes, he wants the position of corporate counsel.
Explain that.
Corporate counsel is
Yeah, please explain.
the one that run the day-to-day for a village. They're the one that's sitting next to the mayor at the board meetings, and they basically have all the lawsuits. So anybody that sues our village, he will be the person that go and defend it. So it's all about contract. It's all about a power grab. That's all it is.
So is he a fellow? He's a trustee?
No. He's the trustees' legislative counsel. So they
Okay.
use him to fight against me. So I'll give you another example. They just had a secret squirrel meeting. What I mean by secret squirrel meeting, an illegal meeting they had at our park district. When they had our park district,
When you say it's a legal meeting, why are you calling it a legal meeting?
because they.
Okay. If they had a secret squirrel meeting, what do you call it when you and your niggas had a secret meeting and started a charity? What do you call that? That has to be called something.
Cannot go and have a quorum. That's the open meeting violation of 4 people. They do that every time. So now they're trying to have their own separate government. When we have board meetings, it's the first of every month.
Yeah,
first Monday.
first of all, official board meetings have to be posted.
Correct.
Have you filed any complaints with the state attorney general?
Yes.
Saying they are meeting illegally?
No, because I don't want them niggas coming down here investigating shit.
Yes, so we working on that, meaning we posted it and
Okay.
we filed it. So now we're just waiting on a response for that. So once we get the response, we will share with the public. But you can't sit here and have your own separate government. We either gonna get along or we're not. But we're not gonna get along. You wait till election time, and therefore you run against me. That's how this go. But yet you put all this negativity in our village, putting everybody in danger, and I don't appreciate that.
This bitch is wild. Wild.
When you say putting everyone in danger, how so?
Like you have people that come out from New York, people that come from all over and fly into our town just to get stories.
What up, cuz?
Stories and follow us around. And then they go in our village halls, harass our residents, harass our staff. So it's become more than what people are seeing.
So you're saying, so because of the attacks on you, you had stories in the New York Post, Fox News, other places, and you're saying all of that has contributed to these attacks directly on you and residents.
Correct.
You've been, talk about the threats that you had to deal with.
Oh, wow. Tons of threats.
Oh, wow.
It's in email, it's in text form, it's on voicemail.
What are the threats? I wish that, now this is something I wish the media would have talked about more, is her talking, bro, what threats? Please.
People come to our village and threaten us. People have been arrested for coming and threatening us. It's all types of things it's a record of that warrants why we need security. And it's said, because people got to understand, I am a single black parent.
So what the fuck is that supposed to mean? And how come you as a single black parent, you get more than the average or the normal or even the above average single mother?
With a daughter, 4-year-old, that go in and out of my house. You got people pulling up, taking pictures. You even got that trustee, that Kiana Belcher, came to my house, took pictures of my house, and then spreaded it out, gave it to everybody, causing me and my family.
You the mayor, bro. Everybody know where the mayor stay at. Stop. You're the fucking mayor, nigga.
To be in much danger. And these are the things we reported, we talk about, we tell people. It's just a vindictive against me, and I don't appreciate it at all. I just don't.
When you look at how you're being framed, you are being called crazy, deranged, saying that you are stealing funds. You also, you have a charity that...
stealing funds.
From the Attorney General's office, as I understand they sent a cease and desist letter to your foundation?
Foundation? Nah, that's just all the shit I put on my face.
I don't know nothing about that. I'm not crazy. I'm not
You have
deranged.
Tiffany Henyard Cares, your foundation. So the Attorney General's office hasn't reached out to you regarding your foundation?
So I want to set the record straight. I don't have a foundation. I am a supporter of anybody that's struggling with cancer. My mom.
You know how else you could have fixed this, Tiffany? Let me give you another way you could have fixed this. You could have actually went and did other shit for other cancer charities. Then you could play this role you playing right now. Because you can go, I did this walk, I did a 5K with this cancer, I went to this church service for this cancer organization. If you did all these other things, then you could literally say, bro, I've done this with several cancer organizations, so I don't know nothing about this one, just like all the other ones. But her ego is what hung her. She had to have her name and face on everything. That's what gonna get her caught up. She's leaving a trail of tears everywhere she go.
Mom had breast cancer, and I'm always push anybody that has that. If someone uses my name to push their charity, or if you say this is Tiffany T-shirt, people gonna buy it. Because right now I'm considered what? Clickbait. People make money off of my name by views. So you just say my name.
You say you don't have a foundation.
I do not. And that's why I tell everybody, go do your research. I'm not on anything.
So when we see all of this back and forth, when we see this going back and forth, have you, and I've seen this happen before with school districts, I've seen this happen before with city councils, have you called in the state to come mediate?
Hell no.
Did I call in the state?
Have you called them?
Bitch, you heard what he said.
You reach out to the state to come in and mediate what's going on here. So I've seen school boards where you have lots of drama, and Texas Education Agency, comes in and deals with that. You're having these issues there. Have you reached out to state lawmakers? Have you reached out to state representatives, senators to say, hey, how can we resolve these issues? Because if they're not paying bills, if legal fees are piling up, that's just more taxpayer money being spent.
Correct.
Hell no, Roland. Why would I ever do some silly shit like that?
Yes, we have. So maybe 2 people might have reached out to us in the beginning. We was doing kumbaya. We
Stop the cap.
was having meetings, and we was talking about what we have an issue with one another. The sad thing is, it just reminds me of high school. It's just a he say, she say thing. Well, I don't like you because of this, or I don't understand this. It was more of that than basically taking care of the business of the town. We got elected to serve. That's it. We didn't get it.
I really wish he would have asked her. So can I ask you, what is going on with this charity that makes you go from doing a cancer walk with them to now you are trying to step away from them in every way possible? What have they done? Because you should be able to tell me what they've done that made you do this, because you're not part of it. So can you warn us what what it is? Because seriously, okay, yes, Tiffany, you're not part of this at all. You've never been a part of it. Keith Freeman and the rest of them niggas, they did this and they ain't tell you nothing about it. Okay, bet. What happened that made you go from wearing t-shirts, giving out t-shirts, and walking 15 miles for this organization to now you have nothing to do with these niggas? What happened?
Elected to make sure we like one another. And that's why I get upset with people that are in government. I want them to put their difference to the side and do what's right for the people. That's it. That's why I'm in this seat, because I care about my town. I won by 82% because people know and they saw me doing the work.
So so let's talk about, because I've read different stories and I'm trying to understand what they mean. So
yeah, grab that water because your throat getting parched on this one.
Let's talk about a meeting. Your critics say you came dressed up as Nino Brown playing Bitch Better Have My Money. Did that happen?
Oh, wow. Okay, so let me clear that up so we can understand. I did not come as Nino Brown. I did a scene from Martin. One thing.
That's why her voice cracked. And whoever her advisors are that be making these lies up for her, they're really bad at it. No, just tell everybody you were doing Martin. You weren't.
I am, I'm young. So I try to make sure I reach my young voters.
You're the scene from Martin. Where? Was it at Dolton or Thornton Township?
This is Dolton. This is all of the village, really.
Okay, got it.
All the smoke and the heat coming from my mayoral seat, but they mix the two because people don't understand the difference between the two. But I did come as a scene from Martin. I even made fun about it and did a skit and posted it on my TikTok just to show people my sense of humor side. Because at the end of the day,
right,
you got to meet the voters where they are. You got to meet the youth where they are. And that, it did work. People pay attention to the meetings. They come in, they check out and see what's going on. And just give you a little more clarity of it. We had an election, and I was being funny about it. Somebody knows something, meaning somebody knew where the votes went. During the election, the night of the election, we won, meaning one of our candidates. And then come a week or two later, all of a sudden the votes disappeared. So somebody took all the votes through mail-in ballots. So I went in and I was like, somebody knows something. That's all.
Yeah, but you said it like Nino Brown from New Jack City, bitch. Damn it, man. I understand the butterfly effect, so I don't want to go back in time. But damn it, Roland, you missed a golden opportunity to become a YouTube hero. Roland Martin, even though motherfuckers can't stand him, I can't stand him. He was an inch away from becoming a YouTube hero.
It was before my meeting, not during my meeting. And then you can watch it, you'll see it was before. Everybody left, and even
and that's where everybody's frustration with Roland comes from is, it's not just that Roland messed up, it's just that everybody know that was the chance. This is like that season, this is like in The Wire where Slim Charles had the shot on Marlo, but wasn't nobody answering the phone. So they missed it. And this is that. You're not getting this shot ever again. Ever. Nobody's getting this. I don't even think she's doing that podcast now.
People that's into it with me. Everybody laughed, because that's all it was. It was just a sense of humor, and they took it and flipped it into this big thing that you see.
So if that's the case, then...
And here's the fucked up part about her. Think about this. I want y'all to think about something. If you think about most of the most popular stories on YouTube, you can generally find videos on both sides of the spectrum. Either because the argument is 50-50 or there's just some delusional motherfuckers, right? There are no delusional videos in defense of this bitch. None. Not even one. Nobody's even trying to get a clout chase off of defending this bitch. Nobody.
Are you looking at making adjustments in terms of how you operate, how you govern, because they're criticizing that. They're criticizing you putting up billboards. I mean, literally, they're criticizing attire, you name it.
Yeah. So it's sad to see that, because you would think somebody will reach out and say, hey, Mayor, I want to work with you. Let's sit down and talk and go over things that I think you should improve or change.
Let me give you an example of what I mean. Let's just search Tiffany Henyard on YouTube today. Let's see what videos come up right. Because Roland asked a great question. All right, have you learned anything that's going where you can fix this? The answer is no. The most powerful pathological liar caught lying again live about her own charity. Super Mayor's super lies. She's a thug. City girl mayor is paying people to say this about her. Tiffany Henyard denies involvement in her namesake charity. Mayor Henyard Cancer Charity raises questions. Super Mayor Tiffany Henyard embarrasses herself. Bonnie Willis and Mayor Tiffany Henyard, city girl grifters. Roland Martin panics begging ghetto city girl mayor for answers after softball interview. She's shady as fuck. City girl mayor backstabbed her own friends to get power. Tiffany Henyard went on a podcast and then this happened. Kwame Brown reacted to Roland Martin responding to the criticism over his interview with Tiffany Henyard. Horrible interview. Roland Martin did no research on Tiffany Henyard. Tiffany Henyard denies. I mean, there's not even one, bro. You can't even find one motherfucking video where a motherfucker's even trying to defend this bitch. You can't even find, bro. She is, bro. It ain't like she's got some type of cult follower. All her social medias are dead. Her TikTok dead. Her Facebook dead. She don't know what she's doing. She just thought that she's a young black woman. She ain't ugly. So she just thought she was gonna get on. And then she got that, bro. It was the first time she ever had a bank account with that much money in it. Nigga, it was time to hit the mall. Let's hit the mall, baby. It's ridiculous.
A lot of people just upset because I am a trendsetter. I am a trailblazer. I am.
What trend have you set? The trend of stealing from a city? With a perm?
Showing people what they should have done with the seats, with an S, before I took over. And as you know, I want to do the work, so I ask the lawyers what I can and what I cannot do. And when they tell me what I can do, I go and I execute. There's nothing wrong with billboards because they are what? Providing service. If it was something so wrong.
How is a billboard with your face on it providing service? And see, this points back to what I told y'all last night. Here's the common thing that you got to realize with all these walks and all these things. Replace the charity, replace all these other things. And what's the common thread? They all look like campaign stops. Here's a t-shirt. Here's this billboard with my face on it. Everything's like free promotion of herself. Everything's like a campaign stop.
lawyers what I can and what I cannot do. And when they tell me what I can do, I go and I execute. There's nothing wrong with billboards because they are what? Providing service. If it was something so wrong with billboards, people wouldn't have cut our phone lines. I'll give you an example of other things we dealing with. They cut our phone lines over at my supervisor position because that's what we put the billboards up. It's talking about service.
They cut our phone lines. Who's that?
They cut our phone lines. It was the college.
See, here, let me try to find a picture of that one of the billboards. Because it does talk about services. It does. It talks about services. Just, oh my goodness. This bitch. So, there's nothing wrong with a billboard. All right, Tiffany. Explain this. You said this is about services. The only thing I see about services on here, look, welcome to Thornton Township Supervisor Tiffany A. Henyard. Big ass picture of you. Then it says, General Assistance. Call us for help. Driving by on the highway, you just driving by on the road and you look at that and you just see Tiffany A. Henyard. What are you gonna think that billboard is about? You driving on the highway, you see a big ass picture of this bitch face and you see it's Tiffany Henyard. What are you gonna think of? You're gonna think it's a fucking billboard telling you to elect her. That's all you're gonna think. Oh, that's a political sign. She must be running again. Because if this was about resources, instead of it saying Tiffany Henyard in the biggest font on the thing, because you know the biggest font on there is her name. In that big font, it should say, do you need help? Call us for help. Y'all don't even know what's coming for this bitch. I do. Shay sees the writing on the wall. These are the billboards she's trying to defend. Well, good luck, bitch. Good luck, bitch.
South Suburban College.
Okay.
And they went ahead and service in over 30 years, never been cut. But the minute I put up a billboard, the line get cut. So now when people call the phone number, how do you get services? So now you get people complaining saying the number don't work, you got all these issues, things like that. But these.
Okay, Tiffany, the line got cut. That sounds like a 1 to 2 day issue, max.
The things I'm dealing with that people don't know, the public don't see, and you don't never hear me talk about it. I just go through the motions and just deal with it. But it actually has been working. All our numbers are up by 3-4 times in every department, especially the food department.
When you say our numbers are up, what numbers?
The numbers. So for instance, I'll give you an example. So our food pantry, we used to feed maybe 100, 150 people a day. We now feed 500 people a day.
That's an L. The goal is to have to feed less people, bitch, not more. The goal is to feed less, not more. I need you to understand this with your stupid ass.
So when people talk, they should go research the numbers of back then and then research my numbers and compare. I'm putting that together just so I can show the public, because now it's all about showing people that everybody been lying this entire time doing a smear campaign. So now I'm going to show them, and then now you judge. Because y'all all judging, meaning people out there are judging off of hearsay. False allegations and not facts.
False what?
So now I'm gonna show them, and then now you judge. Because y'all all judging, meaning people out there are judging off of hearsay, false allegations. And
Roland, I know you didn't do no research on this bitch, but the moment she said false allegations, you should have known she was lying. I am gonna hold you to that standard, Roland. When she said false allegations, you should have been like, bitch, why are you lying to me? False allegations? Ho, why are you lying? Don't lie to me. Nah, I just was thinking about this Alizé I wanted to have before I had my back blown out. Can somebody from my detail run to the liquor store and get some Alizé? Now! Hurricane, but you can call me Slurricane. Slurricane. Alizations, nigga.
and not facts. Get facts first, and then make your judgment.
Take me through what took place with the change in pay for the Thornton position. Yeah, what your critics say is you led an effort to cut the salary if you don't get reelected, but the salary stays the same if you are reelected.
And see, that's again what I mean by research and what I say the media and everybody doing the smear campaign. It's an ordinance already on the books. They didn't tell you that, right?
No, what's the ordinance?
The ordinance is on the books. My predecessor, he created that ordinance, and it's already there. That if he was to run or not run, that the salary drops. It's already there.
Okay, so you're saying prior to you coming there, that was that his decision, or was that the Thornton Township trustees' decision?
Well, it's them as a group because they have to vote on it. It's
right.
Ordinance form, so yes, it was everybody's decision.
So you're saying that predated you?
Yes, and it's there. I have the proof for it. Yes.
Okay, so the salary is currently what?
For myself, $224.
So when there's the next election, then if the current supervisor is not reelected, then it drops to what?
25.
Do you know what the rationale was for that?
Well, it was, like I just stated, it was already on the books, but no one did the research. They went and did this whole story of, hey, Tiffany did X, Y, Z. Now, don't get me wrong. We did cut the prior salary was $50K.
So, I'm sorry, cut what?
$50,000. The ordinance that I'm talking about.
Right.
It was $50,000 that they created. Now, we cut it in half. We did do that because everybody said we make too much money.
Shout out to Hannibal and everybody that's been on this. That's the part y'all missed. She did all that running around, and then she just admitted that she, in fact, did cut it to $25,000.
So, I'm sorry, cut what?
$50,000. The ordinance that I'm talking about.
Right.
It was $50,000 that they.
And she tried to say her reason for cutting it down to that is because people claim we make too much money. Well, if that's the case, bitch, why ain't you taking the pay cut for yourself? And why ain't you taking it if you win? It only goes into effect if you lose. And that's why she's still single.
Created. Now, we cut it in half. We did do that because everybody said we make too much money. So we did do that.
Okay, but it was cut from what, 224 to 50?
No.
That's what I'm trying to say. What was 50?
The ordinance that they created.
Okay.
Meaning the previous person before me. That's what they created before me. So it was.
That's not what they said.
$50,000. So no matter what or who ran against that person, it was already dropping to those numbers.
It was dropping from
whatever their salary was, which is the $224
to
$50,000.
Okay, and then when you came in,
I dropped it to $25,000. All I did was cut the 50 to
25
in half.
And why was that?
Because everyone said the salary was too high. So all I did was just reduce it by half. That's it. But do you understand what I'm saying? It was already on the books. It was
No, because what you saying don't make no sense. That's why you asking if he understands. Because if he say yeah, you be like, yes.
never gonna stay to something, ever. It was always gonna drop down.
No. How did it get to 2 something? Because it gradually raised there, Tiffany. Stop. You're such a fucking liar. This bitch is like, nah, yes, it's gonna drop by $200,000 after me. Now, if I win the next election, it's gonna stay at 224, possibly go up to 250.
And you're saying that predated you?
It does, yes. We have the ordinance. If you like the ordinance, we can give it to you.
What is your
relationship
with the township trustees? Because again, there are 2 different entities here.
Correct.
How many trustees are you dealing with the city of Dolton?
6.
6. How many are you dealing with Thornton Township?
4.
Okay. So, do you have issues with the Thornton Township?
Actually, I don't. It might be one person that might not.
You don't have issues with Thornton Township. Keep that same energy. Go ahead, dig that ditch some more.
I want to agree with things there,
Thank you.
but everybody else.
First of all, Tiffany, wait,
issue.
Tiffany. I want to thank you. There was a video I wanted to show everybody that I found that was an older video, but I fucking forgot. Tiffany just reminded me about lying and saying that she gets along with the Thornton Township.
I do in Dolton.
So what you're saying, most of all this drama is really happening with the city of Dolton.
Correct.
The trustees on Thursday voted for a resolution asking the FBI to investigate. Do you support that to help clear you, or do you believe their action was wrong?
So, as I stated, and I made a statement for the news, there is no subpoenas in my office and no one that we know of regarding the investigation. So
right now, what I'm saying is they passed a resolution calling for a federal investigation. And so what I'm asking is, are you saying, hey, if I did nothing wrong, fine, y'all come and investigate, or do you believe the action of these trustees was improper?
I think they should investigate everybody. And that way you see who is clear.
This bitch said she ain't got no beef. So y'all be seeing all the shit in Dolton. The shit in Dolton with Jason House, Kiana, and all them. All right, well, let me remind you of what be going on in Thornton.
Tactical nuke incoming!
Dane Placco, what up, kid? Shout out to the OG, Dane Placco. Another one.
Good afternoon. I'm Anthony Ponce.
And I'm Natalie Bumke. The elected assessor for Thornton Township was locked out of her office today following a dispute with the township supervisor.
That's right. One of the bitches questioned some shit Tiffany was on. She came to work the next day. Tiffany had changed the locks on her fucking door. Oh, and it gets better.
Placco is live for us first at 4. Dane?
Yeah, Cassandra Elston has been the township assessor here in Thornton Township for the past 10 years. This morning, she got a call from her staff saying something weird was going on at the office, and we talked to her about what happened next. Take a look.
This was your office?
Yes.
What happened when you tried to open it?
That's
You want to talk shit, bitch? Hey, go change that bitch locks, nigga. Hurry up.
The lock got changed.
Yes.
That's right. Thornton Township Assessor Cassandra Elston got locked out of her own office. What appears she believes to be retaliation from Thornton Township Supervisor Tiffany Henyard.
Gets better.
Now, both are elected positions, and the assessor says the supervisor has no legal standing to take any action over her office. Elston has been critical of Henyard's actions, including massive spending, as we reported last week, using township and village of Dolton employees to benefit a charitable fund that she created last year. You see, Henyard is also the Dolton mayor. The assessor says that boxes of sensitive documents that were under lock and key containing names, addresses, social security numbers of taxpayers are now sitting out in the open in the common area of the office. Look what happened in the middle of our interview inside the assessor's own office.
Did you just hear Dane Placco laugh? Did you just hear that little chuckle he did? That's because you're not going to believe what happened while he was in there interviewing this bitch. I promise you're not going to believe this.
Social security numbers of taxpayers are now sitting out in the open in the common area of the office. Look what happened in the middle of our interview inside the assessor's own office.
So what are you going to do about this?
Well, I guess right now I'm going to work from here, but this is not going to stop me. This is my job. This is what I get paid to do.
Excuse me.
And that's what I'm going to do.
Stop this, please.
Why's that?
Yeah, I don't know how to get access to the building. You need to go in this way,
She's
please.
the assessor. She invited us inside here.
Okay,
This
I know.
is her office.
Please stop this.
No, we're going to keep...
Please.
Nigga, you don't want to make old Otis mad, nigga. You better turn that camera off, nigga. She done sent old Otis down there to shut this interview down, nigga. Nigga, she sent old Otis down there, nigga. Nigga, that nigga's like, nigga, she work here. She invited me here. What the fuck you think you doing, nigga? Yeah, turn that off, nigga. You don't want to make old Otis mad, nigga. You don't want to make old Otis mad, nigga. Tiffany is a fucking thug, nigga. Thug shit, nigga. She retaliates on camera.
Why's that?
Yeah, I don't know how to get access to the building. You need to go in this way,
She's
please.
the assessor. She invited us inside here.
Okay,
This
I know.
is her office.
Please stop this.
No,
Turn it off, please.
we're going to keep recording. Can you tell us who told you to kick us out of here?
Yeah, who told you to come down here and tell me to leave? Look, man, I'm just doing my job. I got a wife. I got 4 kids. I got 17 grandbabies. Look, I'm just doing my job. This ain't a bulletproof vest I got on. I'm just fat. Come on, don't ask me shit like this, white man.
You need to go in this way,
She's
please.
the assessor. She invited us inside here.
Okay,
This
I know.
is her office.
Please stop this.
No,
Turn
we're
it
going
off,
to
please.
keep recording. Can you tell us who told you to kick us out of here?
This was did my job.
Church out.
I'm just doing my job, nigga. Like, who told you to do this? Because that was the last thing. That was the last thing he was told before he left the office. Hey, and you bet not say we told you to do it.
Yes, ma'am.
So the police here were called to the scene because
Y'all called the police on Dane Placco? Well, apparently they ain't do shit because not a stain on him, nigga. Yeah, they called the fucking police. As you can see, my suit looked like it just came from the fucking cleaners. I wish the fucking pigs would have put their fucking hands on me. Nigga, bro, this is like a nigga getting on IG Live after getting shot at, nigga. I'm still alive. I'm still alive. This nigga Dane Placco right in front of here, yeah. They called the police, nigga. I didn't give a fuck. Nigga still right here. Do something, bitch.
we were in the assessor's office at the assessor's invitation, the police heard our story and said, yeah, she has every right to invite them into her office.
Nigga, 12 came and sided with Dane Placco, nigga. Dane Placco is that nigga, bro. He nigga, bro. The nigga, hey, you better get up out of here, white man, before we call the police. I've already called them.
Can you tell us who told you to kick us out of here?
This was did my job.
So the police here were called to the scene because we were in the assessor's office at the assessor's invitation. The police heard our story and said, yeah, she has every right to invite them into her office. We came back out here to start working on our story, and the assessor came out to us and said, subsequently, all of the key fobs to allow her staff to get in the office have been deactivated, which means tomorrow morning they're going to set up card tables out here on the sidewalk outside the township center.
So the police came, sided with Dane Placco, so then she turned everybody key fobs off, nigga.
I'm petty.
This bitch is a whole ass tyrant, nigga. This is the definition of tyrant. So with that bar shit, that ain't the first time she's retaliated against some niggas that's talked to Dane Placco. Anybody that talked to Dane Placco, she fucks you up, nigga. So imagine that shit. You got a badge to get into work. And because one nigga talked on the news, you get to work tomorrow and can't nobody get in. Everybody's standing outside. Our keys don't work.
And address taxpayers' needs that way because they will not be able to get inside. Now, we reached out to Tiffany Henyard to try to get some sort of response about why she initiated this, if she in fact did, although many here believe that she was the person that did this. So far, we've not heard anything back. Live in the South Suburbs, Dane Placco, Fox 32 Chicago.
So, look at this video I found. Shout out to the Lansing Reporter. They recorded her response to locking the assessor out. And the assessor is there. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be fun.
Tactical nuke incoming!
So I'm putting the record straight so people understand what's going on.
No, that
So
ain't
hearing
straight.
from the horse's mouth and not from her or any bitter person or disgruntled employee. You're hearing it strictly from you.
Oh, I see them buns.
That is what's going on here at the township. Now, I'm gonna let Keith elaborate a little more about what is going on so people can understand what's happening. And news, stop writing about me and y'all ain't got y'all facts.
News, stop writing about me and y'all ain't got y'all facts. Bitch, did you thought you was gonna scare them like you scare everybody else?
Y'all wrote that I removed her from office and I did no such thing. I
Y'all wrote that I removed her from office. I did no such thing.
did not lock her out of no office. I don't even have a dispute with that lady. So I wish people stop lying.
I did not lock that lady out. Shout out to the news. Shout out to the Lansing Reporter. I did not lock that lady out. They cut to the assessor. Look how she's looking at her like, I can't believe this bitch just fucking lied like that.
Y'all ain't got y'all facts. Y'all wrote that I removed her from office and I did no such thing. I did not lock her out.
It's like you didn't. Let's see what she
I don't even have a
said.
dispute with that lady.
Fuck.
Oh, no, you didn't. Wait a minute. No, you didn't.
Nigga, she stopped everything she was doing when she heard that shit. She's like, bitch, what did you say?
So I wish people stop lying on my name. And I hope y'all write that. That's for your record when you do write this article about me. Because you only come here for the mess. You guys do not come here for anything positive.
And you see, what do you see right here? Who does this belong to? Come on, bro. You know who this belongs to. You know who this belongs to. Stop playing.
That we're done, that has been done in this township, such as we got a whole surplus when there's always been a deficit here in the township. Y'all didn't write that, right? And then when
you heard what she just said, I'm gonna let her say it again. I heard this and I was like, oh, so by your own admission, you fucked up.
come here for anything positive we're done that has been done in this township, such as we got a whole surplus when there's always been a deficit here in the township. Y'all didn't write that, right?
You last night said the deficit is $2 million. So by your own admission, you went from a surplus to $2 million. And don't know, and everybody's estimate says you're way off on that $2 million.
And then when y'all want to know the truth about the township, y'all come bring my
Hit that like button
about
for me,
the theft
please.
that's going on at the township before I became the supervisor. But y'all not writing about none of that stuff. So stop. Keith, you got the floor.
Look how she just orders this nigga around. Keith, you got the floor. Listen to this stupid ass shit this nigga says.
Good evening, everyone. So to set this record straight, Supervisor Henyard in no way removed the assessor from her office.
Not the cap.
The supervisor has, the assessor has access to the assessor's office, which is located on this side of the building. She has a key fob that gets her in her office. Her office was relocated to an area so that we can take care of some business in her office area.
In there because she could get to her office. It's just that her office was relocated to somewhere because we had to get in her office space for some work. Are y'all, bro? This is how they do in small towns because they like, man, we can do this shit because not enough people gonna notice. This nigga, how fucking dumb you think everybody is? I don't get.
She did not call and ask us why she was being relocated. She did not call and ask us any information about that. There were no files left out. All of the files were locked up. Whoever took the files out,
allegedly, can you prove that?
Left them on the tables for the media, and whatever that interview was.
Oh, so her files were put up, except the ones that was left out, but she left those out for the media because she knew she was gonna get to work and be locked out. No, she knew she got into it with that bitch the day before. She came and her shit was locked out because Tiffany couldn't fire her, so she got somebody to change the locks on her shit, and that's why that bitch immediately called the news. She just didn't expect that. She did not expect for that bitch to call the news so fast.
That's completely.
That's why she don't fuck with Jason House. That's why she don't fuck with Kiana. She don't fuck with any of them niggas that will call motherfucking Dane Placco immediately if she do something.
False. And I will go even further to say this. It has been brought to my attention, and I informed the supervisor, that there is an office that has been set up as the assessor's office in Calumet City. And I informed the supervisor and I informed our attorneys. That is why this motion is being placed on the agenda, and it is up to the board to decide whether or not the assessor or any other officer of Thornton Township or any other body of government can operate outside of its normal facilities and or buildings.
Okay. And just for example, remember, Tiffany's telling you that Keith Freeman, as the registered agent, wasn't running nothing through her, even though we see this nigga right now, full-fledged lying for this bitch.
That is all I have, Supervisor. If you have any questions or any other board member.
Yes, thank you. Y'all
I have a question.
up to the board. Go ahead.
So you didn't receive any emails or calls from the assessor?
I didn't.
This nigga always has beef for her. So when she say she get along with everybody over there, she a motherfucking lie. Go ahead, watch Tiffany. Keith starts to get cooked, and here she comes to save her man.
If you have any questions or any other board member.
Yes, thank you. Y'all
I have a question.
up to the board. Go ahead.
So you didn't receive any emails or calls from
the assessor?
Yeah, you didn't receive any emails or calls about why the fuck she's locked out and where the fuck her shit at and why her shit don't work. There wasn't no sign up to say office closed, relocate, the blah blah, nothing.
I didn't receive anything from the assessor questioning whether or not.
Eddie called. What
No,
did you say the past 2 weeks?
No, I hadn't received. I haven't spoken
No
to.
call, no emails.
I have not spoken to the assessor at all.
No, that's not what he asked, Keith. Did you receive a text or email or call from the assessor? We know you was ignoring her. We just want you to acknowledge that you saw the calls.
Well, that's not what I'm asking. Did you receive any emails? or
Okay,
calls?
he answered the question. We not.
No, he didn't.
We're not.
I hate when people gaslight like that, where it's like, I can give you an answer to your question, and the answer literally has nothing to do with your question, and you have to count that as an answer. No, I don't. You literally didn't answer my question.
You're done. Thank you.
No, I still have questions.
You can ask. Go ahead.
Well,
But
he's not going to answer them then? Okay,
He
so.
answered it.
Did
You're
you
not going to go
receive
back
any
and
calls
forth.
or emails?
I have not. I have
So,
not.
the assessor's office was moved from the previous office to a different office.
So are you admitting she has office? Because I just want to know what's this little pony show for. So you admitting she has office, right? Trust me.
Are you admitting she had an office? This nigga just asked you. He just asked you that. Bro, she is really, bro. With people like her, the worst thing that can happen to her from her personal perspective is that she has gotten away with it this long, because the fall is getting ready to be hard.
Previous office to a different office.
So are you admitting she has office?
No, I'm not admitting to anything. I asked you a question.
Because I just want to know what's this little pony show for. So you admitting she has office, right? Trust me.
I'm asking a question.
No, you asking the question.
Yes,
So
I'm asking a question.
was it moved to another office? Since you got all the answer, was it moved to
I
another
don't know.
office?
That's why I'm asking a question.
You should know. You trust me.
And then this shit. She does shit behind people's back. And then when people ask her about it, then she flips it around to, well, you the trustee, you supposed to know these things. How the fuck am I supposed to know what the fuck you did if you ain't tell me, bitch? This is why I could never be in this shit. I'd have been cussed her out. I'd have cussed her the fuck out. I would have been embarrassed. Every council meeting would, bro, get your popcorn ready. Cause soon as I get the floor, 3 minutes of menacing, nigga. Oh man, I promise you, I would get my money's worth every motherfucking month, nigga. Oh, it's that time again. I like to claim my time. First off, bitch, I can say whatever the fuck I want. I got free speech, ho. Now, if you want a civil lawsuit, fuck with me. Every motherfucking meeting, I'd be on her head. And here's the great part. I'd be on her head like that, and I don't even have to call her a bitch and say all that shit. Yeah, I'm gonna be all extra because I'm on the air and shit, bro. I ain't even got to. See, Jason House is looking for another job. That nigga, he is not like Mr. Clean nigga. Like, again, this is why I don't fuck with politics. I know how this shit go. See, Jason House is what you would call the lesser of two evils. This nigga donated to her campaign and everything. He didn't know she was this crazy? He didn't know it all? Nah, you knew she was dirty a little bit. You just didn't expect her to be this dirty. Just tell the truth. And then she got in that spot and gave all the good shit to her homies and then gave y'all niggas shit. So you can't pretend to me that you're not bitter about that shit either. This shit is insane. This is one of the most insane stories ever.
Well, exactly, but there's no communication. There is no
She has an office. That's my
in this building.
She has an office.
But it's not the previous office.
She has an office.
But it's not the previous one.
I
that
just
you had.
answered. What's your next question?
It's not the previous one.
What's your next question?
That's my question.
I just answered.
Did y'all move her office? Yes or no? Again, this is where Tiffany always fucks up. They tell these stories, and then when you try to ask any questions about the stories they tell, they don't want to answer them. And it's like, well, now nobody believes this fucking story because obviously bro, first of all, have you ever seen Ted with Seth MacFarlane and Marky Mark? One of my favorite parts of that shit is when Marky Mark went to work and told his boss some bullshit ass excuse. And then his boss asked the most simple follow-up question of all time. And this nigga's response was, I was not prepared for a follow-up question. That's what I think about with Tiffany Henyard all the time. She tells these stories. I'm like, Tiffany, you really didn't expect the nigga to question you about this? And she be like, no, I didn't.
Anything else?
No, yes. It's not the previous officer.
Okay,
Is that
I'm
correct?
done with it.
No, answer the questions.
I just did. Anything else? Point of order. Point of order.
You did
Any
not
other
answer
questions
the
from
question.
anybody else?
You're not answering the question.
Just did.
No, you didn't.
Any other questions?
So is this based on any sort of law saying that an assessor can't? I mean, the assessor, any assessor within the state will have, say, like a program, a satellite outside of the building. I mean, is there any sort of back state kind of law that you have basing this on, or?
She cannot remove herself from this building.
They have her, Tiffany, they have her on video not being able to get in her office. Like, this is the type of lying that it just blows my mind. They have her on video, and it was on the news that she couldn't get in her office. Why are you lying? And then it's on video that security came and tried to kick the news out of the fucking building. She's so stupid.
She hasn't. The office itself is still operational.
I just explained it to you.
No, that's.
So it is operation. I thank you for answering that to the media. So the media, they said it was locked out, so they're still there. Thank you.
No, the assessor was locked out.
The assessor was not locked out.
It was.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
So you know the answer. Which one?
Yeah,
You don't answer.
I
Answer me.
I know.
How do you know that if you just said you don't know? You ain't been.
It was on video, bitch. Stop, bro. Who's the gaslighting for me, nigga? It be the gaslighting for your boy.
Which one is it, trustee?
What you said?
You just said you haven't been in there, but now you're saying that you're not.
I never said I haven't been in there.
You did.
No, I didn't. I did not say I haven't been in there.
Okay, but we're not gonna do the back and forth. I understand you need some. For the news, I just answered all your questions.
In order
For the
to
record,
put
she
every
has
back
not been
and forth,
locked
there
out
has
of
to
her
be an answer to a
office.
question.
Well, why would you put on the record a blatant fucking lie like that? You're so dumb. Let me let y'all know something. I don't think you should lie at all. But let me give you advice, you fucking liars. When there's official record involved, do not say, I just want to put on the record and then lie. Because now you have officially put a lie on record. As soon as a nigga try to make you put the lie on record, that's when you got to try to use mousy language. Bro, she always talking greasy. And Keith Freeman in there, his dick hard in the motherfucker. He can't wait to fuck her after this.
She needs to come back here to this building. This is her office here in the township at the 333 East 162nd Street. So that's what she needs to come and do her job that she got elected to do, period. Ain't no go back to Calumet City. She cannot do that.
Hold on right quick. Hold it. Sorry about that. Fucking son woke up sick. Hey. Night has turned interesting all of a sudden. Shout out to the wife. Is on the job. Woke up clearly in pain. A fucking massive temperature drop got him. Dropping from a fucking like 80 degrees, and then it literally was 30 yesterday and today. Got him. But I digress. All right. Back to the method at hand. First of all, hit the like button. Second of all, I kind of understand why Tiffany plays like this. Because she's somebody that needs to have immediate consequence. She needs to be in a situation where she's governed by immediate consequence all the time. And she's never in that situation. She's not in a situation where she wants to have the instant consequence. And not having the instant consequence is what makes her fuck up like this. Where it's like all this shit be on record. And that's why people on the staff, like people up here dealing with this shit, that's why they not getting that mad, because these motherfuckers already know. They like, nigga, at some point, rubber meets road on this shit. And this is before you factor in any possible crimes, bro. And there's no telling what type of ethics violation she had or has. Because if she's really fucking somebody on her staff and shit, those are gonna be ethics violations too.
So this is why this
I have a question. Is Calumet City part of Thornton Township?
Order. Right now, this is discussion among the board. So now,
Is that based on some? Is can I have the attorney's opinion on it?
she cannot do it. Sure, attorney can.
What's the attorney's opinion?
That she has to ask the supervisor. Why?
Sure, and thank you for your question. I have not done a complete comprehensive legal review of this matter, but the corporate authorities of the township are the only individuals that have the power to rent, lease, or own, or purchase real or personal property. And that's just by statute through the township code, paragraph C of section 85-10. And it's not for, any such action has to be done by the township board, whether to lease property, for instance, at an auxiliary or separate type of office or location. The other second issue is the importance of any records that are used or created or retained by the assessor are official Thornton Township records that need to be housed at an official Thornton facility, such as this office. So those are the two main reasons why the assessor would be limited as far as the need to operate out of township facilities, which is this location.
But in this instance, is that the official case that there is space being leased?
Well, that's just my understanding. But regardless, again, there's the location is at the township and not at some other auxiliary location where authority doesn't exist. And that's just the extent of the facts that I currently have.
All right, any other questions? All right, thank you.
Legally, she cannot operate out of the township.
Yeah, based on my prior statement, that's correct.
And so based on this motion, I mean, so it's kind of asking two things though. I mean, are you asking to declare it absent or requesting that she come back?
She has not been here, so we're telling her this is her office. She cannot set up another office, we just made all these statements. So that's what the motion is for. So you're going back and forth, well, you gotta vote no, so why are we going back and forth? She has not been in her office. She's supposed to be here at this location, where she has office at and access to.
Where is that?
What happened to her other office, bitch?
Right behind us. Right behind us, not New Park. Her office is where it always has been. It's right here. But she will know that.
Tell me where in the building. It's the same.
You know where
it's the same office.
You know where it is. Look, I'm not gonna go back and forth. Anything else?
She's ridiculous. That's why he's just laughing.
Anything else? All right, thank you. It's a motion and a second on the floor in the discussion. Motion second on the floor. Please call the roll. Thank you. Moving on.
Trustee Carlisle?
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez?
No.
Trustee Jones?
Yeah.
Trustee Gray Everett?
Yes.
Supervisor Henyard?
Yes.
Motion passed.
So
And all of you niggas that end up dealing with the feds, whatever that means, if that means getting time or anything else, that's what you niggas get. Because I can only go for so much of this, but I already know that y'all checks ain't coming up short. Because if they were, y'all would be telling. So this whole thing of where y'all gonna all try to come out and be like, oh, I was scared and da-da-da-da-da. Y'all was scared of this little bitch? Yeah, okay. Nah, it was just that y'all were actually getting y'all checks, fat checks. $600 a day per diem that she ain't even care. This bitch make almost $400,000 working for the government of a town with 20,000 people. And then on top of making all of that money, juicing them for as much as possible, then she get them to give her $10,000 for a charity. Then on top of that, she takes a bunch of expensive ass trips where she could have went at a discounted rate by, just, bro, if she'd have took them trips and paid for all of that extra shit herself, if she'd have just booked them flights, man, bro, first of all, she should have just, I don't even understand how she got to go there with security from Dolton when her security is local police. How did the local police get to leave jurisdiction like that to go be? All this shit can't be legal, right? Some of this shit she doing gotta be illegal, right? Some of it, right? You literally, I just literally just showed you, nigga, they interviewing a bitch that got locked out. And while they're interviewing her, security tries to kick the news out. He's fucking up, though. Here's what I hope. And I'll admit, this is very selfish. I'm about to tell you my hope, and I will be the first to admit this is extremely selfish. I do not want the feds to pick this bitch up before Monday. Come on, feds. She got to get one more meeting in. Y'all been investigating for months. A couple more days, bro. I promise. She gonna give you all you need Monday. The news is everybody gonna be. It's gonna be fat. All the news channels are gonna be there. The Dolton trustee shit gonna be fat. We gonna be live. I guarantee multiple other YouTube channels are gonna be live. This will hands down be the biggest local government event in Dolton history, nigga. And let me tell you, the mayor will not disappoint. Mayor will not disappoint. What up, cuh? Channel 5 will be going crazy. I think, hey, I want to hit this video that the Tan Superman did about Diddy and Meek Mill. It's not the long video. I want to hit this video. Cause nigga, the way this nigga fully documented Meek's meltdown had me in tears. So I figured I'd share.
Tactical nuke incoming!
Freak Mill. Man, we not doing this, bro. That is a grown man.
So for years, there has been rumors floating around that P. Diddy has quite a few skeletons in his closet, and that in the Hollywood background, he has been doing wrong by many people for many years. Allegedly, that is. This goes all the way back to his days coming up with Biggie Smalls, and later on, much more heinous rumors would come out involving him and his talent that he scouted over the years, including names like Usher and Justin Bieber, to name a few.
Everything's good? Selling out arenas and everything? Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot.
That don't feel creepy to y'all. This doesn't feel creepy to you?
And his talent that he scouted over the years, including names like Usher and Justin Bieber, to name a few.
Everything's good? Selling out arenas and everything? Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean,
This is when the big homie pressing you about money you owe. And if it ain't money, you owe something else.
You try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot. But you never really got my number, so.
Okay.
My number?
So for years, fans
And why you gotta show this nigga with this wig?
of these artists have wanted P. Diddy locked up, or at the very least taken to trial, possibly R. Kelly style. But with none of these claims ever being substantiated, everyone always thought he was essentially untouchable. And most people who wanted to cause a legal problem for him in the past were given settlements before their cases could ever see the light of day. But now a new lawsuit has been filed against P. Diddy by an artist named Little Rod, real name Rodney Jones, and the court filing has taken the internet by storm. And so at some point, guys, I do want to go through all these documents. We have over 70 pages here, but it does look like this guy, Little Rod, aka Rodney Jones, is suing not only P. Diddy, but a whole bunch of people in the music industry. I mean, look at all these record labels and different entities. So yes, at some point I will go over all of this, probably on my second channel, because there's a whole bunch of crazy stuff here, a whole bunch of allegations levied against P. Diddy. And so in this specific instance, there is 3 people actually listed by name. One of them is Stevie J, who is one of P. Diddy's alleged accomplices. Of course, you have Mr. Combs, which is Sean Combs, P. Diddy.
I like when you like this, Daddy. Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping for shit. I like that.
And then you have Little Rod listed as Mr. Jones. So Mr. Combs used access to Stevie J and his knowledge of Mr. Jones' admiration of Stevie J to and entice Mr. Jones to engage in homosexuality. Mr. Combs went so far as to share a video of Stevie J paying a Caucasian male. This was done to ease Mr. Jones' anxiety concerning homosexuality. According to Mr. Combs, this is a normal practice in the music industry. Look, even Stephen J is doing it. And this is the bit that went viral. Mr. Combs informed Mr. Jones, so P. Diddy informed Lil Rod, that he had engaged in intercourse with a rapper, name redacted, R&B singer, name redacted, and Stevie J. And so people started to question, well, what were those redacted names? As you guys can see, they're listed as 5 and 6. So if you go and look at the footnotes, number 5, he is a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj.
I used to pray for times like this to rhyme like this. Do them bunny hops, nigga.
Like, what other Philadelphia rappers has Nicki dated besides Meek? And number 6, he performed at the Super Bowl and had a successful Vegas residency. And obviously that describes Usher. Now I will say all of this information should be taken with a grain of salt. I mean, I'm not saying that P. Diddy is not a bad guy, but in these official court documents, they included pictures of what Stevie J was allegedly doing to this Caucasian man. And these photos have already been proven to not be what the court document says that they are. As a gay corn star has now stepped forward and said, no, that is not Stevie J, that is actually me and a video I shot when I was doing some corn.
Okay, let's say that's true. Diddy is a master manipulator. He could have easily did that because he knew that this nigga wasn't gay. So what's the odds that this nigga was gonna see that and be like, hey nigga, that's actually a scene from such and such. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know if that's true or not, because that nigga could just be doing it, saying that that's him for clout. So who knows?
So to me, that kind of calls this whole document into question. But either way, the internet started ripping into Meek Mill over the
This D good as hell. Oh my lord. Here it comes, nigga. Let the snowball commence.
These rumors, pulling up old tweets like this where he says, this D good as hell. This picture was also circulating online.
Can it get any more zesty? Unless them niggas are at the bowling alley, this shit zesty as fuck. Unless y'all niggas just got off work at the barbershop, this shit zesty as fuck. Wait, bro. Meek standing there like his girl. That's how your girl lean in.
And
these niggas is not twinning, nigga. We know we not doing this.
Saying that their matching outfits were couple goals. Someone shared this video.
Couple goals.
Where they say,
now we know why Diddy got so excited when he heard Meek Mill talking about fucking.
Now we know why Diddy got so excited when he heard Meek Mill talking about fucking.
I like when you like this, Daddy. Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping for shit. I like that.
Watch how Diddy head turn immediately. Nigga.
Couple goals.
Like, what you say, nigga? You can get this dick tonight. You can get this motherfucking dick tonight, my nigga.
Someone shared this video where they say, now we know why Diddy got so excited when he heard Meek Mill talking about fucking.
Bad bitch fucking me good, what?
Someone shared this rather suggestive video of him dancing with this little man. Okay, where he appears to grab him inappropriately for no reason.
Oh, no, nigga. Oh, that old nigga just grabbed Meek Mill dick, nigga. Hold on, nigga. Wait, nigga.
Someone shared this rather suggestive video of him dancing with this little man. Okay, where he appears to grab him inappropriately for no reason.
Sleight of hand pro, nigga. Oh, no.
Why are you doing bunny hops, Meek?
I mean, this is some shameful shit.
Because you got your ass beat in tennis. You got your ass beat. Keep going. Count out loud. Count out loud.
Why bunny hops? Now, Meek Mill has always been known as kind of a peculiar character. I mean, we saw the way he was eating.
Oh, nigga, you gay.
Nah, nigga. No, nigga. Nah. Bro, come on. I can't be the only person who think this look gay than a motherfucker.
Surprised by the pool. Everyone's seen his hilarious backflip, so people know he's kind of goofy. But of course, with these new rumors on the table, now any sort of clip like this just looks suspect to people.
Nah, dude, you gotta sell it for 3 months.
That nigga cried when they sell he left.
Pack it up, go to new jail. You gonna feel like you just lost a chick.
What was that?
Sort of clip like this just looks suspect to people.
Nah, dude, you gotta sell it for 3 months.
That nigga cried when they sell he left.
Pack it up, go to new jail. You gonna feel like you just lost a chick.
If you lose your celly, you gonna feel like you lost a chick? Meek, you gay, bro.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
How many times you felt like that?
No. You ain't never lose your celly and feel like you lost a chick?
No, I lost
No.
some cellies that was some good, they went home, motherfuckers. And you'd be like, damn,
How many times you cried?
I ain't never cried, man. What you talking about?
Now, this video of Meek Mill hanging out in P. Diddy's pool while he talks to him has to be the hardest one to defend.
Hey, what's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, daddy.
Hey, man, are you recording? Stop calling me daddy on camera, nigga.
You putting in.
As a matter of fact, don't call me daddy at all.
At work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
You doing it, daddy, is insane. Now, obviously, Meek was not happy about the prospect of going viral for this sort of story, and so he decided to take his anger out on DJ Academics of all people, because Academics was talking about this on his stream. And so he went on a Twitter escapade where he says, "Academics, didn't I tell you to stop playing with my name? I don't know what I'm gonna do when I actually see you. It's gonna have a combination to it, though."
Nigga, we seen you box. You can't box either.
Okay, so mild Twitter threats. This also just happened to be the same time that he was ready to release a whole album, where he's saying they gotta try Damage Control. They know I drop tomorrow. They know their artists won't be able to breathe with me out here for a week. Weak ass ninjas.
Now that interests me. Meek said he just so happens to drop the next day. Did you piss one of these rich people off and they set you up?
Just a little promo. Kind of weird, bro. Seems kind of demonic to me.
Ain't no kinda, nigga. That shit satanic as fuck.
Yo, the devil's in full effect.
I'm back on that dream chasing shit, man.
Allegedly.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like all this weird shit. Here, Meek responds directly to that Academics clip that went viral. The way you ninjas coming on the sick now. I can't wait to meet Academics, LOL. They know I drop tomorrow. This, the Damage Control, this and that, getting too weird. And I don't really understand why he's blaming Academics in this situation when all he's doing is reading this official court filing. Like, it's not like he's just making this up. Like, Meek, at the end of the day, just deny the allegation if it's not true. Academics and alcoholic fully powered by white man. Who you think posting that on every website? They be so mad they can't stop. It's a few groups, lol. He then says he wants to get academics' address. He's an alcoholic with no life talking to kids on a computer. Normal kids watch Kai, Aiden, Wallow, Gilly.
Twitter fingers activated.
You a sick old black man with no life achievements trying to destroy black men because you envy us as men. Meek, I promise you no sane individual is sitting watching any stream for hours on end. And he just continued on with the Twitter fingers saying, I'm from Philly. I don't do coke or freaky ass Molly. Nobody won't even offer me coke because I'm that heavy. No man or what would ever approach me about gay activity and the whole place don't get flipped. Woke up seeing this on every blog.
You telling me the same niggas that had you bunny hopping. Okay. Well, this is what I want to know, Meek, on some real shit. Now, I'm not saying that you definitely gay, right? This is what I am saying. Are you telling me that if one of these old rich billionaire niggas that you be hanging with propositioned you for sex on any type of level, any type of gay shit, you wouldn't just politely decline? You gonna flip over everything. You flipping their house and shit over. Yeah. Okay, nigga.
Sound real hard on the phone, nephew. Like they know I'm coming, lol. And Meek, this is really all you had to say from the start. And then I guess he kind of comes to his senses here in real time. He says, and somebody send me that actual lawsuit. So he hasn't even looked at the documents to this point.
So this is how you know it's true. He's already been going off and he just admitted he ain't even read the lawsuit yet. This nigga's a moron.
These blogs making y'all stupid for the day. Why is it the blog's fault? Like me, call your lawyer, he will send you the lawsuit. Don't follow the heathens. They controlling people's minds with these computers. And I guess now he's coming from the angle that this lawsuit isn't even real. Let's find the real lawsuit to make sure it's computer generated.
Meek Mill, I know you didn't go on what DJ Academics likes to call Elon Musk Twitter. I know you didn't go on Elon Musk Twitter and say that you thought that that lawsuit could possibly be AI generated. Yeah. Hey, Puffy, on some real shit, how did you fuck me?
Just ask them how I did it. I got out the limo, grabbed the hand, went upstairs and fucked her.
It's obvious I'm going indecent. Y'all gonna see a lot of bad press about me. I'm going against the system. They see it's wide open. We have a whole new system. And people just continue to troll him, saying, we know what else is wide open. And then I guess he really comes to his senses. He's like, oh, that document wasn't AI generated. And he says, here's the doc. Let's go on trial, live playing with my name. Find the page where my name mentions and the date so I can get my credit card and show you the date where I was. I don't even know that pussy. But let's go to trial on here. Like I'm
That nigga didn't say you fucked him. See, you're talking like that nigga said you and him fucked. He never said he fucked you, bro. He actually said he wasn't with none of that gay shit, which is why he fell off. And they didn't even pay him the money he was owed. He's doing all this protest and he's yet to say that I am not gay.
Sure, at this point, this man was giving his publicist a serious headache. I mean, I guess at least by this tweet, he had kind of redirected his anger to the person spreading these alleged lies. But still, he just continued to tweet and tweet and tweet and tweet and tweet. Jesus Christ, Meek, please.
Twitter fingers activated, nigga. The truest bar that Drake ever said. And he said that shit like 15 years ago. Trigger fingers turned to Twitter fingers. How long ago did Drake say that? Because he's still doing the shit now.
Please just stop. This has to be a favorite of mine. When I got a girl around me, I'm f***ing her twice a day. LOL, ask some of your favorites. You don't control me, but it's like a high One love to the gay people, but that juicy do it for me. I done ran red lights to get that feeling. Y'all weird on here like devils.
I told y'all when I read that shit last night, I was like, nigga, you gay.
I'm telling you, all this guy had to say was, nah, that shit ain't true.
That's
no
all
hate
he
to the
had to say.
gays, but that just ain't me. And that would have sufficed. Maybe like one more tweet about, oh, I'll see you in court, pussy, because this is a bunch of lies, but that's all it really had to be, Meek. I mean, this guy was up all night tweeting about this shit. And here's some of DJ Academic's responses in this situation, because you know when Academics gets in some beef, he's gonna take the moment and run with it. He's gonna go viral. He says, wait, did you blame me for what? A lawsuit? Said like I just made it up? LOL, no way. LOL.
And y'all know I don't fuck with Academics like that. But nigga, this is an easy dub. Easy dub. Act like this nigga first tried to play this shit like he was gonna sue Academics and beat him up. He act like first of all, the shit, by the time Academics reported on it, we had already read the shit.
Honestly, I don't even think Meek is gay, but it's weird as got on Elon Musk's Twitter to blame me for what a lawsuit said and promote a song, LOL. The day a ninja used a gay rumor and beefing with a blogger to promote a song is when I realized this game is too crazy for me. I'ma pray for Meek. He gotta be back on them perks. And then Academics just goes on and on to continue tweeting as well. Also, more suspect Diddy videos dropped, like here where he spanks Jay-Z.
Oh.
And you know, normally people wouldn't really think twice about something like that, but when you have had all these accusations for years, and people have talked about your infamous parties, all this stuff starts to look extremely suspect. Here, Game says all he used to do was party with Diddy that they never...
I remember this interview with Game, where I was like, wait, were you fucking Diddy, bro? Game tells a story, because I know he probably ain't gonna show the whole thing. Game tells a story where Diddy's like, yeah, I'm trying to sign you. Come fuck with me. He hangs out with Diddy for like a year and a half. Never went to the studio or nothing. Diddy just had him hanging out with him. That's it, right? Then all of a sudden, the nigga was like, you know what? I'm gonna send you to Dr. Dre. And the rest was history. Gang, you didn't let Diddy fuck you to get on?
Made music together.
Wasn't Puffy interested in working with you also?
Yeah, Puff. I was running around with Puff for a minute, but we was just partying, man. Puff liked to party. We just did a bunch of partying. We might have went to the studio once or twice, but I didn't get to record nothing. I was just, you know.
I guess when that ship's...
And then from that, he goes on to tell how then one day that nigga was like, Puffy came in the house, was like, you know what? You should just go be with Dr. Dre. You should fuck with Dr. Dre. And that nigga was like, Dr. Dre? He's like, yeah. And the next thing you know, he was fucking with Dre. Game just partied with Diddy for a year and then went to Dr. Dre to do the documentary and shit. That don't sound just a little bit fishy to you? Just a little?
Starts coming down, all these other people start sinking with you, whether there be merit to these rumors or not.
I have relationships with women and with men.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
Do you think it's a lot of undercover brothers in the industry?
Oh no, Queen. We don't know nothing about undercovers. Oh no.
Okay. Because I do.
Wowzers. She had to be talking about Meek, nigga.
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, daddy.
Kick in the door, waving the 4-4. Hey, hey,
Why are y'all rubbing asses together?
hey, yeah.
They're saying even Kevin Hart knew back in the day.
No homo, no, just don't get close to the bed. Don't get close to the bed, but it's just like, yo, we want to thank you for hosting the thing.
Yeah, but Kevin Hart went from I don't want to be close to the bed to hand me that dress.
First and foremost, I'm not getting in the bed. Shout out to him and what he did. I'm just gonna, if we can, just let's.
He went from I'm not gonna be standing next to this bed with Diddy. He went from that to letting Shaq bend him over a car and fucking.
Put the camera a little this way, just so we're...
This was back before Kevin Hart went industry.
That's my brother right here from day
Exactly.
one. We used to wake up and, I mean, damn, pause, but like, check this out. I mean, back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up.
What the fuck did Puff just say? Nobody's gonna acknowledge this but me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the Frosted Flakes. And we're streaming live. That was stupid. Listen, that was stupid.
Nah, wrestling
CJ,
over
what's
the
happening?
Frosted Flakes is nasty. But we will see where this whole lawsuit goes. Obviously, all of these allegations should be taken with a grain of salt. But at least when it comes to Diddy, it just seems like a situation where there's been smoke there for so long, so there's a high possibility that there has to be some fire. Either way, y'all let me know what you guys think about this down below. As always, I do want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing. But as you guys know, it's been your boy, the Tan Superman, and some other hip-hop scandals out here need to be covered. So I'm out. Peace.
My bad.
So for years,
I ain't mean to let the end. Had to, like I said, my boy done woke up 6 night, so I had to keep checking on him. For Meek Mill to claim that this motherfucking suit was Chat GPT might be one of the wildest things I've ever heard in my life. It just might be. I truly think Puff Daddy, as we know him, his career, I think his career is over. Like, we've seen him, you know, kind of dodge these things and bounce back several fucking times over and over and over and over and over, but nah, this time just feel different. This time feel a little different. And not even, and again, I said his career is over. This ain't got shit to do with, you know, whether or not he go to prison, whether or not he got to pay more lawsuits. Understand, as far as his career goes, who gonna still work for him? Let me ask you a serious question. And I don't think nobody's posed this question. I just thought about it. Do you think that Diddy was supposed to be at the Super Bowl? I think it's possible Diddy was supposed to be at the Super Bowl. I mean, it was an Usher performance, bro. But he fucked up. Well, I think it was bigger than Usher saying no. I mean, how it ended up being no, it could have been a bunch of things. Diddy could have just stepped down. Usher could have said no. Jay-Z could have said no. The NFL could have stepped. It could have been a million things. He could have passed all of them markers, and then one sponsor, one nigga that had a Super Bowl commercial could have been like, nah, we ain't fuck with, nah. I do think that, because come on, man, it's Usher. Bro, when Usher got his residency, it's a viral video you can find on YouTube easily. When Usher got his residency, when Puffy was backstage celebrating this nigga. So ain't no way he got like Luda, Jermaine Dupri get to show up. He had all them producers. Who'd he have? Jermaine Dupri. Who was the other producer he had? There was another producer he had. So I don't know why he wouldn't have had fucking Diddy there. Usher got through a whole week of that shit. Didn't have to answer one Diddy question. Jermaine Dupri with that fucking Lollipop Guild outfit. Lil Jon. That was the other producer. Lil Jon was there. So if they have Lil Jon and they got Jermaine Dupri there, they definitely would have had Diddy. First of all, him and Diddy, they probably would have did their song. They got that J-Lo song together. I need a girl who ride. I need a girl who my. Oh. It was either part 1 or part 2. Yeah, Usher was in part 1 with Loon. And that was a hit record. Luda with that fucking afro wig. Don't even. They ain't settled with Lil Rod yet. But here's my thing with Lil Rod. I'm gonna just keep it real simple with Lil Rod. If you lying on Lucian Grange now, you gonna wish you never did. You better hope what you saying is true, and you better keep your head low. My advice would have been, you don't need none of their demon money. You should have just chalked up the L and stay away from them. You don't need nothing from them. I mean, this nigga's name is Lucifer Grange. And he just changed it to Lucian. Well, I guess we'll see how this all turn out. Diddy in trouble though. We're over. We on to the next mogul, which it really ain't one. We went through an era where there were so many moguls, and now there's like none. Diddy was like the last of a dying breed. I mean, you still kind of got Birdman, but I mean, what's Birdman in control of now? Nothing really. This game crazy, and Meek Mill's response was very telling. Like, why would you not just deny it or not say nothing at all? Usher sitting here looking at this nigga like, you fucking idiot. When a nigga start talking about, hey, every girl I'm with, I fuck twice a day. That nigga, you sound gay because it's not realistic. No response ain't bad. And here's why. Here's why Meek Mill can't respond and shouldn't respond. It's the same reason why Usher hasn't responded and nobody's canceling Usher. You know why? Don't nobody know who the fuck Lil Rod is. See, the Cassie shit had more steam. But Cassie didn't mention niggas like Usher and Meek Mill doing shit. You see what I'm saying? And she wasn't even that big. So, like, if J-Lo come out and be like, oh, I know X, Y, and Z about Usher, this, that, and the third, Usher got to respond to that. If J-Lo come out and be like, oh, I remember when I was dating Diddy that he would sneak off and do shit with Usher, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, then Usher can't play quiet no more. So that's why Meek should have never said nothing. This nigga Lil Rod is a nobody compared to you. You literally have given this nigga credibility. You don't say nothing about this shit. Niggas would have just read the shit that one day. You should let niggas get their shit off and then it'd been gone. Now look what done happened to you. More people are talking about you in this lawsuit than Diddy now. You idiot. But again, it's hard for me to believe in certain situations that your PR is this dumb. Because you would have fired your PR if they were this stupid. What PR would tell you, here's your phone, Meek. Get on Twitter and combat it the best way you can. Nobody would say that. Same thing with Tiffany Henyard. Who would have advised her to go on that show and talk to Roland? I guess we'll see. But I'm going to stop here. Say goodnight to your boy. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We getting closer to 10,000. Tiffany, I'm going to tell you the truth. I want to report on some other shit tomorrow. So here's what I need you to do. Today, Friday, just take today off. Everybody be quiet. We're going to gear up for you Monday. Friday, we got the best stories of the week. All that good shit. Joe Rogan, Cat Williams, I'm not interested at all. It was just like Cat Williams was trying to convince Joe Rogan how real the Bible is. And Joe Rogan's just kind of like, well, I've read the Bible, but I don't really believe it. That's how it was coming across to me. Talks of aliens and, bro, it was just like, it was 3 hours of just demon time madness. Natasha, Janice, yeah, me as well. Cub, great to see you. CJ, Big, the entire late night crew. Another Friday here. God is great. God is great indeed. Big shout out again to Sutton Hall. Make sure y'all say a prayer for Sutton Hall. This is the weekend, so whatever's supposed to happen or whatnot, I wish them luck and protection and whatnot from the Lord. Shout out to KS hitting that edible sweet spot. Ain't nothing like it. Ain't nothing like it when you're sogging into the bed, the couch, wherever. Sogging into the chair, it don't matter. It's just a very sweet sog. Pause. I love y'all to death. We back in this thing. Oh, no, I gotta cut my cursor off. It is a magnificent Friday. I'm hungry, so I'm gonna go get me something to eat. And then I guess it's time for a shift change, I guess you can call it. Get the shift change popping off, and we the fuck out of here. I love y'all to death. The late night crew, get y'all some rest. Third shifters, y'all got it from here. Did the best I could. Now nigga hungry. I'm out of here, man. God is great. Peace.
Good afternoon. I'm Anthony Ponce.
And I'm Natalie Bumke. The elected assessor for Thornton Township was locked out of her office today following a dispute with the township supervisor.
Dane Placco is live for us first at 4. Dane?
Yeah, Cassandra Elston has been the township assessor here in Thornton Township for the past 10 years. This morning, she got a call from her staff saying something weird was going on at the office, and we talked to her about what happened next. Take a look.
This was your office?
Yes.
What happened when you tried to open it?
It doesn't work.
The lock got changed?
Yes.
That's right. Thornton Township Assessor Cassandra Elston got locked out of her own office, what appears she believes to be retaliation from Thornton Township Supervisor Tiffany Henyard. Now, both are elected positions, and the assessor says the supervisor has no legal standing to take any action over her office. Elston has been critical of Henyard's actions, including massive spending, as we reported last week, using Township and Village of Dolton employees to benefit a charitable fund that she created last year. You see, Henyard is also the Dolton mayor. The assessor says that boxes of sensitive documents that were under lock and key containing names, addresses, social security numbers of taxpayers are now sitting out in the open in the common area of the office. And look what happened in the middle of our interview inside the assessor's own office.
So what are you going to do about this?
Well, I guess right now I'm going to work from here. But this is not going to stop me. This is my job. This is what I get paid to do.
Excuse me.
And that's what I'm going to do.
Stop this, please.
Why's that?
Yeah, I don't know how to get access to the building. You need to go in this way,
She's
please.
the assessor. She invited us inside here.
Okay,
this is her office.
Please stop this.
No, we're going to keep recording. Can you tell us who told you to kick us out of here?
This was my job.
So the police here were called to the scene because we were in the assessor's office at the assessor's invitation. The police heard our story and said, yeah, she has every right to invite them into her office. We came back out here to start working on our story, and the assessor came out to us and said subsequently all of the key fobs to allow her staff to get in the office have been deactivated, which means tomorrow morning they're going to set up card tables out here on the sidewalk outside the township center and address taxpayers' needs that way because they will not be able to get inside. Now, we reached out to Tiffany Henyard to try to get some sort of response about why she initiated this, if she in fact did, although many here believe that she was the person that did this. So far, we've not heard anything back. Live in the South Suburbs, Dane Placco, Fox 32 Chicago.
Yo, what's going on, boys? How are you?
Yo, dab me up.
Hey, all right, damn. What part of the city are you from?
Yo,
what's up?
there, brother.
Hey,
yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
You guys ready for this?
Take this.
Oh, all right, sick. Why don't you guys come inside? Don't ski. These are the guys.
I'm Octavius Gray. And I'm Steve. Steve LeVois. It's okay, I have vape in here.
Good night, Kendra.
Set the mood right.
I'm looking so fly. Sunset rooftop, yeah, that's nice, right? Hop in the G class, I know you need that. Heart racing fast like the speed of light. Is this attraction, or is it the moonlight? You want satisfaction, but only for one night. This could be real love, but you've been broken, and I just want you to see what I can be for you. 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 You got me wrapped up in your love.
Barely.
Finding you is like a treasure. Making my heart feel this way, yeah, yeah. And I'll treat you so damn special. What you did, who you were with, I don't care about those days. When I'm with you, I won't complain. Share your success and heartbreaks. Yeah, you know I stay by your side. Never leave you dissatisfied. But I need you to let me know. Is this attraction, or is it the moonlight? You want satisfaction, but only for one night. This could be real love, but you've been broken, and I just want you to see my name is Jeff. What I can be for you. 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 Baby girl, it's just one night. Yeah, baby girl, it's just one night. Oh, yeah, it's just one night. Yeah,
Just ask them how I did it. I got out the limo, grabbed the hand, went upstairs and fucked her.
baby girl, it's just one night. Oh, yeah, it's just one night. Yeah, baby girl, it's just one night.
Now if you wanna go renegade, bitch.
Crushed it.
God is great, bro. Love y'all so much. Have a great Friday. I shall be here. Yes, I will.